Well, ahoy there, cruise lovers, and welcome to our channel.
In today's video, we're embarking on our first Virgin voyage aboard their newest ship in the fleet, the Brilliant Lady.
Join us in this series as we show you everything we can about this cheeky, adults-only cruise line and all the fun we had during our 6 nights sailing to Cabo, San Lucas, and Mazatlan.
Along the way, we'll share our honest and candid opinions about the good, the bad, and the fabulous in order to help you decide if the Brilliant Lady is right for you.
All this and a whole lot of delicious food on today's episode of James and Paul Try It All. Alrighty, friends, we are through security. We have checked in. We've got our little Virgin Voyages wristbands here that they scan for, like, buying drinks or getting into our room. It's kind of like a magic band at Disney World, so it's going to stay on our bodies at all times. I am so over all the rigmarole of cruise check-in. However, it's time to get on the boat. So let's go hop in line to board the ship.
But oh my God, with the cruise rigmarole, standing in line, security, all that jazz.
Technical issues.
Oh my God. So we found out that this is their second sailing year out of LA. So they're still working out the kinks right now, but by the time that you sail, it might be a lot better.
Right, we'll go in more into that later.
It feels so good to be getting on a ship.
Now, interesting fact here. Originally, we intended to start this channel with cruise videos, but I got sick at the last second and lost my voice. And on top of that, the day before the cruise, I was shaving my face and I gashed my face really terribly. So we did not film anything because I looked awful. 2.5 years in, I'm so excited to finally be doing a cruise vlog. We're so excited that you guys are coming along with us.
Oh my God, that ship looks awesome. Oh my God, I'm on the gangway.
I know, right? All the that we have gone through the last 24 plus hours.
Oh my God.
Which we will tell you more about later in the video. That's not important right now.
What's important right now is getting on this ship.
Yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have like a vacation, because when we go to Vegas, we do our normal content for the channel. It's just go, 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 go. Oh my God, the anticipation.
Oh my God.
Oh,
what? Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're on the ship.
I'm on the ship now.
Yay, I'm on the ship.
Yes, started.
Yes. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Oh, you are gorgeous. I love you.
I love the outfit.
We are on board.
Now on board the Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady.
I am so excited. We've been waiting for this cruise for almost 2 years. So first things first, I think that we should find something to snack on.
Yes, we should.
Yes.
Let's get a little nosh.
Yes, let's get a little nosh. We'll see you guys in just a moment.
These elevators are so cute.
Your first Virgin Voyage?
Got me doing my muster in the elevator. Oh my God, they're reflective.
Yeah.
I love this. Oh my God.
10, 15.
All right, folks, so we have just arrived in the Galley. Now, the Galley is Virgin's alternative to a cruise ship buffet. Instead of a buffet, it's more like a food hall, but they have options that are available for up to 24 hours. So we're gonna go get a quick little light snack, nothing too crazy, because we do have dinner reservations tonight at Pink Agave, and we admittedly had kind of a heavy breakfast this morning. However, I have seen that they have cute little bento boxes of sushi, so I think that's what I'm looking for. Now, here's another cool thing. They have little grab and go stuff like cheese and charcuterie, a vegetable wrap, turkey breast sandwich. You can just come in and grab these whenever you want. That's fair for you. All foods included. What an amazing, awesome concept, because so many cruise lines will nickel and dime you for every little bit of food. But let's go get that sushi. We got cucumber avocado. That sounds wonderful. Hamachi jalapeno roll. Okay. Yes. Spicy tuna. That's my favorite. That's my jam. And the bento baby combo, which is hamachi tuna and salmon. I think I gotta go with that bad boy. Now, you just take this with you. You can eat it here. You can eat it wherever you want. It is a little box you can take with you anywhere on the ship. How cool is that? Now, also, all beverages are included on a Virgin Voyage. So you can get beverages at the Tap That stations here in the Galley, as well as in the specialty dining. Now you've got Of course, water, but sodas are included, juices are included, tea, coffee, alcohol is extra. They don't do drink package, but you can prepay a bar tab if you'd like to have that, or you can just pay as you go. All right, guys, it's time for a little sushi snack. If you've watched our channel, you know I'm a slut for sushi. So let's go in here. I think I'm gonna try what looks like the spicy tuna first. Not bad at all. Honestly, I could live off these the entire cruise. I'd probably be happy. All right, one more, then I'll turn it over to Paul. This looks like the salmon. Oh. I approve.
Now, I am just excited about the fact that there's a nice grab-and-go bento box because who doesn't like sushi and who doesn't like sushi when it's fast? Now, I'm gonna try the hamachi roll. I do love a good hamachi. Let's give it a bite.
It's a great little snack to tie us over until dinner.
Now, this is the absolute best sushi I've had. No, I mean, that's what Nobu's for.
That's the best sushi we ever had was Nobu.
Was Nobu, but
It's ruined us for all other sushi.
I'm gonna say something about that hamachi. It has a nice little kick to it. Oh my God. This is better than some of the sushi that I've had when we go for cheap sushi at home.
Again, the fact that it's included, that I can come grab it whenever I want, you know, I'm very happy about that.
Now, I am a huge fan of salmon, so let's give the salmon a bite. Okay, the salmon one is great too. I mean, this is already better than some of the sushi we had out home in Phoenix. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up this last sushi roll out of this box, and then we're gonna go around and check out what other trouble we can get into before the muster drill. Now, one thing I do like about the Galley here is that even if you don't wanna wait with all the other, stalls, or you don't wanna just stand up and get your food, you can just find a table, pull this little flag here where it says raise for service. You have the menu on a QR code, a server will come by, and you can just order and wait for your food. What's not to love about that?
I'm really excited to check out what else the Galley has to offer, but admittedly, one bento box is enough for us for now because we do want to save room for dinner. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel because we're going to show you more about the Galley in probably not today's video, but future videos.
I love the name Diner and Dash.
A Diner and Dash is open 24 hours. You're going to get classic diner specials like breakfasts and burgers and whatnot. So we're definitely going to be checking them out, especially with them being 24 hours. Breakfast all day.
That's a selling point for me because I will eat breakfast all day.
And we got the Burger Bar, which is open from which is open today anyway until 2 a.m. I think it's gonna be 2 a.m. most days. That being said, this is gonna be a place to get some burgers. Got a classic burger, which is American cheese, lettuce, and tomato, as well as an Impossible burger, and there's fries as well. Because you gotta have fries. It looks like they got a little burger of the day too. You got your fruit water here. We got lime, lemon, apple, orange. Wow. I love fruit water. So we also have the daily mix, which is going to be your salad bar here. Now they're open till 10 p.m. tonight. You can have them build you a salad. They might even have salads already pre-made as well. I really should take advantage of. I need to eat more greens. And I love a salad. I just don't ever think to order one. Right behind me, we've got Grounds Club 2, which is going to be one of the coffee bars here. Regular coffee, drip coffee is included, but specialty coffees are an upcharge. But you can use your bar tab towards those specialty coffees. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that later. We got Well Bread, which is going to be baked goods, pastries, things like that. They are open till 10 p.m. today. I'm really tempted to actually get one of these right now. Oh, what do we got over here? Squid salmon flatbread, dulce de leche brioche.
Oh, wow.
You got some fruit.
You have fruit.
In case you want something sweet that's healthy. Or you could be not healthy and have a giant macaroni.
A pistachio Brilliant Lady. I almost feel like we have to try it because we're on the Brilliant Lady.
Yeah, no, we do. Thank you so very much. None. At least none. Nothing that's going to be in any of this. Let's put it that way.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so I know that we said we were done with the Galley and that we were going to save room for dinner, but we lied. We were walking to the Galley, just getting, checking out some more stuff, and I saw this beautiful flatbread that is a zucchini, tomato, and Kalamata olive flatbread. And we also saw some desserts, which, oh my God.
We caved.
Yeah. Well, the dessert place is open till midnight, which is going to be very dangerous. But let's try the flatbread first. Save dessert for last. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, it's so pillowy. Oh, that's tasty. You need to try that.
Okay.
That bread is so soft and chewy, light, fluffy. Calamari olives are salty and briny. That's so good. Oh my God.
I love the saltiness that the Kalamata olives add. Like that briny and saltiness is a selling point for me.
Yeah. Virgin supposedly does the food really well. And you know, based on my experiences so far, I'm already impressed. So let's try the dessert. Where should we start?
I think because we're on the Brilliant Lady,
Okay.
we should start with the Pistachio Brilliant Lady.
The Pistachio Brilliant Lady. This little guy or lady.
She looks like a giant ship. So it is a mousse cake with looks like a raspberry filling. Enough talking, let's just take a bite.
You missed the cookie though.
I missed the cookie part.
So did I. The cookie was kind of.
It's hard to cut with a fork. Okay, cookie is soft like a sablé. It's pretty much a sablé cookie. Let's give this a bite.
Oh my God, that's
That's
delicious.
pistachio flavor and it melts in your mouth.
Next up, we're gonna try this hazelnut gâteau, which is a fancy French term for cake.
And they said like Rocher gâteau, so supposed to mimic like a Ferrero Rocher. That's
Yeah.
my guess.
Yep, I'm just gonna take half of it.
Let's give it a bite.
I'm going to have to exert all my willpower to not just be eating dessert the entire, next 6 nights. This is ridiculous. Because I'll be honest, in my other cruising experience, I feel like desserts on ships suck.
I will say this one's not my favorite compared to the Pistachio Brilliant Lady. And that's just because for me, it's too chocolatey and too rich. But if you love chocolatey and rich flavors, like him, then this one is right for you.
I'm a big chocolate slut.
Now we're gonna move on to something that I do love.
But macaron.
It's a macaron. Now I could already tell it was baked perfectly because if you look right there, it's got the bubbles in the feet. It's firm on the outside. It's got pistachio cream and raspberry on the inside. Let's give it a bite. If a macaron was perfection, this would be it.
I'm gonna need a bite of that, but you can
Get a bite of
you
it.
can have most of it.
I've baked macarons before and I can't even get them that well.
I mean, you baked a lot of macaron. The raspberry's a very nice touch. Adds a bit of tartness to it. Yeah, that's good. Cuts through the sweetness. Absolute killer. Now, we're gonna go finish looking at the rest of the galley, and I swear we're gonna stop eating because we need to save room for dinner. But this was a cute little snack. Because you gotta have a little snackle once you get on board the cruise ship. That's just like the first thing you do. Give that a drink, which maybe we'll do that next.
Yeah.
After the mustard.
After the mustard.
Yeah, then drink.
We're really gonna stairs at all these floors.
We're gonna stairs it. Because A, I don't want to wait for the elevators, and B, we need the steps because we're gonna be eating so much on this trip. So, come on. I'm fatter than you are and I have a bad knee. If I'm willing to do it, it's only eight flights of stairs.
Yeah, 8 flights of stairs.
Okay. Technically, it's only like 7 flights because there's no deck 13.
Oh, there isn't a 13 deck.
Because superstitions.
Okay.
So which means we're technically on the 13th deck as where our cabin is.
Is it an omen?
I don't know. I mean, as we alluded to earlier in this video, the day leading up to this getting on the ship, the day before has been stupid. So actually, this is a great time to talk about, as we're walking down all these flights of stairs, why yesterday sucked so much. Originally, we had planned a whole separate video of what we were going to, of like the day before the cruise. We had planned to go to the King's Hawaiian restaurant in Torrance, California. It's like a 20-minute drive away from the port. We get there, film our intro, and then we find out the restaurant's closed because they had a fire the day before, but the bakery was still open. So then we said, well, let's go find something else to do. So we started walking a mile up the road
To the Del Amo Mall.
to the Del Amo Mall to go check out Slater's 50/50 because we figured, hey, there's a location of Slater's in Vegas that'll go great for our Vegas fans. And Paul's never been to Slater's 50/50. So then we get to Slater's 50/50, they're closed. Despite Google saying that they're open, despite Yelp saying that they're open, there's nothing there. It was just an absolute stupid cluster. And there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Beyond that, the hotel that we stayed at, which we stayed at in the past, we went to the Crown Plaza Los Angeles Harbor because we have stayed there in the past for cruises and we've had good experiences. This time, not as much. Don't get me wrong. We've had worse experiences in Las Vegas, but this one was still kind of shocking that just how crappy an experience was.
First off, the bag situation.
That really still irks me so very much. When we went to the hotel to drop off our bags, they're like, oh yeah, we'll hold your bags. but they have no like luggage claim system. They just leave the bags sitting out there at the desk. Anyone can just come up and grab your stuff. So meanwhile, we're freaking out the entire time thinking someone's gonna steal our shit. Thankfully, no one did, but that seems really insecure.
It was like stroller parking our bags at Disneyland.
Yeah. I have stayed at hotels all over the world, from like, high-end hotels to absolute rinky-dink roach motels, and they've all had baggage check system.
Or even a check-in ID or something, some way to tag it.
So Crown Plaza,
just be forewarned, it's an experience.
I don't know if I'm gonna stay there again pre-cruise, let's put it that way. There's other stuff wrong with it, but like, it's gone downhill. It's not as good as it used to be. All right, now we need to find the roundabout, which I think is this way. See, was that so bad going down those stairs?
Okay, let's go find a muster.
Now, if you've never been on a cruise and don't know what a muster station is, basically you gotta check in, and so they know that you know where to go in the event of an emergency, because we meet at the muster station. That also being said, we had to watch little safety videos, show us what to do, put on our life jackets and whatnot. Hopefully we'll never have to use that knowledge.
And I will say the one for Virgin is kind of fun. It's got beautiful, it's fun, it's sassy, it's got everything you need.
1 minute later.
All right, we are all checked in at our muster station. They literally just scan our little band there.
Provided that you either watch the video in your room or on your app, you just go to your muster station, they scan your little badge, and you're good to go.
Let's keep exploring the ship. I'm so excited to be on a new cruise ship, a cruise ship I've never been on before. I'm already in love with it. I can't wait to spend the next 6 nights on it. So one thing I'm going to say that I really love about this already is that we are in an elevator and there's no children pushing all the buttons because there's no kids allowed on Virgin Voyages. Yay!
Deck 14.
That's us. And we are on deck 14. Let's see here. So we need to go
Right or left?
this way.
Oh my God, our bags are already...
Well, a couple of them here. It looks like one of each. One of mine, one of yours. Where do I... All right, so we scan. There it goes.
Got it?
Yes. Alrighty, everyone, welcome to our cabin. We've got a balcony room because we absolutely need to. That's one of the things Virgin Voyages is known for, is their balconies with their hammocks. We'll show you that in just a little bit. But let's take a look at the room. Now, as we enter, we've got a little storage space here for our clothes, but we are big unpackers. We like to unpack everything, hang it up. In the meantime, let's take a look at the bathroom. Now, if you've never been on a cruise before, this may come as a shocker, but the bathroom's really tiny. They always are, unless you pay lots and lots of money for a nice big suite.
We do not have sweet money.
We do not have sweet money. We are not rock stars. So we've got a little shower here with a cute little shower wand here. Ooh, soft and spongy. I mean, that's dirty. But you got some hair wash, some hair conditioner, and some body wash. Now we've got a cute little sink here. Towels, glasses, tissues, toilet paper, more towels, and then we got the toilet. Big, deep, recessed toilet there. Let's give it the flush test. Now to do this, we have to close the lid so we can push this button here. But I guarantee it's going to be a good flush. Cruise ship toilets notoriously have airports, airplane style flushes. So let's give it the flush test. I don't even need to see what's going on in there to know that that's a good flush. 10 out of 10 on the flush scale, a solid flush to flush away the solids.
Now, also, I do want to point out, if you've never been on a cruise ship, it is only for specific toilet paper that is provided in your room.
Do not put foreign objects in it.
Do not put anything else but your body waste and that toilet paper.
Yes. Well, that's the bathroom. Let's check out the rest of the cabin now. Over here, we've got a full-length mirror, so that way you can make sure that you're, do your fit check and make sure that you're looking good to hang out on the rest of the ship, or, go ashore for your shore excursion, which we do have one coming up in Mazatlan here in a few days, which I cannot wait. It's gonna be lots of fun. We've got our television right here. We're directly in front of our bed. So we got a nice, looks like king-size bed from what I can tell here, something very close. Cruise ship mattresses, I feel like, are always slightly smaller, but it should be comfortable. Let's give it a quick little test. We're gonna move this little table out of the way here. Okay, it's a firm mattress, which I'm gonna enjoy. Paul may not. This might be a queen, but either way, whatever. I'm comfortable. Yeah, no, I think this is gonna be lovely. Over here, we've got a little, another little table and drawer scenario, weirdly down to the floor. I don't quite know why, but you can store some stuff in there. Got some towels, a little tray there. We have a adorable little desk area to put some stuff out, do a little work if you need to. Cute little desk lamp, a phone, which I can't imagine, I guess it's called guest services and things like that. They provide you complimentary crafts of water, glasses, and then down below, we've got a cute little cooler here to store things that we might want to store. All right, now over here above the little desk is your tablet for the room, though. Here you can control the room mood. So let's take a look at that. We are currently in photo shoot mood. Let's find our Zen. Ooh, and it will also close the curtains behind me. Automatically. Let's try pumped up.
Oh, pumped up.
All right. You get like a little pinkish hue. Room opens back up. Okay. Let's go hangover mode.
Hangover.
Curtains go back closed, obviously, if you're hungover. Okay.
Oh, it's kind of red. There's like a reddish tint around here.
Oh, no, let's try get it on.
Get it on.
Yeah, get it on.
Ooh.
I like how it plays music for get it on.
Think about this, like you could get it on with these colors.
Just gonna turn on all lights. There we go. Then back to like just, normal daytime. So you can also control the TV from here. Just push the power button and it magically turns on. How cool is that? No, a good assortment of movies. It's all included. You don't have to pay for this. This is just, you can watch movies whenever you want.
Barbie movie.
Nice.
Oh, Jaws.
Jaws. Okay, that's
a classic.
Yeah, that's a great one, especially when it's watchable at sea. Okay, a good assortment of movies. Let's see what they got for series.
They know they love their gays.
Yep.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yep. Ah, the Gilded Age. Yep.
Okay, more loving the gays.
More love movies. All right, we're gonna put that up for now. You can also order room service from here. We've not yet met our room steward. I'm sure they will come by to introduce themselves at some point. But obviously, embarkation day is a busy day. But we still got more room tour to show you. So we got a cute little chair over here, what I like to always call the cuck chair. Let's go check out the balcony though. Now, when you open your door and unlock this, it will turn off the AC to the room. So obviously they want to conserve energy. It is a glorious day here at the Port of LA. So we got the Vincent Thomas Bridge, watching the cars go over. Frankly, I hate driving over that. It scares the crap out of me. I absolutely hate driving over bridges because I'm afraid of heights. I don't know how people just do it daily and it doesn't bother them because it bothers the crap out of me. But this is the reason to get the sea terrace room. The hammocks that they include. You get a hammock if you get a balcony. Let's just climb into this bad boy. Oh, I'm caught. My C-band's caught.
Okay, let me fix that for you. Oh, is it? Oh, it's still caught. Okay, hold on.
That's something to worry about.
Oh, your C-band came off. Okay, there we go.
This is the reason to get the sea terrace, because you get this cute little hammock. Now, you can sit in probably a couple different ways, but I kind of like this way. I'm feeling very comfy. This is so relaxing.
It is so relaxing, but I will say these hammocks kind of remind me of a sling.
I know Virgin is risque and things like that, but this is not, this is not a sex swing. I mean, first off, it only has a maximum capacity of 330 pounds.
Second off, you can get into a lot of trouble if you're...
Yes, so do not have sex on the balcony. Do not be naked on the balcony. You absolutely can get in a lot of trouble, whether you're in port or not. Just don't do it.
And there are cameras, and they will find out.
Yes, I don't know how, but they will. They are watching. This is literally why we booked a Virgin Voyage. This is literally why we've been wanting to do this cruise. Is a balcony with a hammock. Alrighty guys, now that I have found myself sufficiently comfortable, I have to unfortunately try and get out of this. And then probably gonna at least change a shirt or whatever, freshen up a little bit for sail away. I'll catch up with you guys shortly.
1 hour later.
Since we got a few minutes before it kicks off, let's take a look around up here. Now, it's not a big pool or a fancy pool, but it's an adults-only pool because this is an adults-only cruise. So you don't need like splash pads and water slides. If you're looking for that type of stuff, Royal Caribbean's the cruise for you, not Virgin Voyages. Oh, Paul, come on, seesaw?
Oh my God.
Come on, get on the other side.
Do it, okay.
We're gonna do it.
Are we gonna do it? Oh.
Okay. Whee! Not as far as I was hoping. That hurts my knees.
Oh, did I just hit you?
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. And we also have some basketball courts here up on deck 16, which I also want to just point out, no kids will ever use them. Ever. I do have to also give them props here. A restroom for all gender. Yay for inclusivity. This bar looks poppin'. We haven't had a drink yet.
No, we haven't even had a drink yet.
I really feel like we should change that.
All right, first drink of the cruise. We're a little late on it.
I know. Normally that's one of the first things we do, but we went for food first. So I went with a Tangerine Dreams. Now this is going to be a frozen cocktail made of Espolòn Blanca tequila, tangerine, Sauvignon Blanc, and citrus. I love a frozen cocktail on a cruise ship, so that's going to be probably my favorite drink of the. This is going to be the one that I keep ordering. I can almost guarantee. I love tangerine. It's so good.
It's like a little frozen orange juice that has a little whisk of alcohol. So as for me, I'm a little bit of a basic bitch, and I decided to go with a Strongbow cider.
Nothing wrong with being a basic bitch.
You know what though? I love cider. Cheers.
Right. And my drink was going to be $13, which isn't terrible when we pay a lot more in Vegas. And his Strongbow
It's only $9.
So again, we paid way more in Las Vegas because of what we normally do on this channel.
And not for something this size either.
Right, which already says to me that we just need to start doing more cruises to save money.
My God, this cruise costs less than what we would spend on a Vegas trip.
And it's basically Vegas on a boat. And there's no kids.
No kids.
I keep saying this, but it's a selling point for me. So we're going to enjoy our drinks. Let's see what else we can find on this deck before we head back to the pool area for the sailor party. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are these little cabanas?
It looks like it.
Oh, okay, so you can book a cute little cabana? Oh my God, look at these. Come here.
Oh, these are kind of nice. So you can book these right off the Virgin Voyages app.
Nice big day bed like this. It's like bigger than it's bigger than our king bed at home.
That is a pretty big size day bed.
That's pretty amazing.
This is the Virgin vibe. Oh my God. Girls just want to have fun.
A few moments later.
Ahoy! That's better. Welcome aboard our gorgeous, brilliant lady. Do you love her? Yes, good. Well, it's me, Abby the hostess. You can find me sharing my love aboard our lady ship. Who came here to party? Now, I'm going to tell you a secret that you might not know. On board this ship, there's no kids. But it doesn't mean that we don't like to get dirty and play, right? I'm looking at you, pineapples. Lift your glass to the friends you'll soon discover. Lift your glass to the treasures you've yet to uncover. May your journey be filled with excitement and fun. Let your voyage with Virgin be an unforgettable one to the sea. My loves, remember, this is your voyage. Make of it what you will. Let's have a fabulous time. Cheers to the brilliant lady. DJ, hit it.
So for a 30-minute period during sail away, they give you free champagne. We've already had 2 glasses. Let's go for 3. I'm ready for number 3. Sail away, brilliant lady. Now, this is a great perk that Virgin Voyages offers because you don't see this at a lot of other sail away parties on other cruise ships. And it's just one way that they try to make your voyage a little special. And all to that, I do have to say cheers. All right, so we are sailing away right out of the port of LA. And I do have to say that sail away party was so much fun. The bubbly was amazing. I am excited to see us going out of the port right now. Bye-bye, LA. We'll see you later in a few days.
Bye-bye, LA.
Now, one fun thing about Deck 7 is you can come out and get these really awesome views. And if you look right behind me, they have a bar. How awesome is that? Like, seriously. So you can get your little drinky on and enjoy the views as you sail away.
Goodbye, gross Port of LA water.
Oh, sadly that water is so oily and nasty, but you know what? You see those shipping containers back there? That's commerce for you.
That's where you get all your Temu garbage.
Now, whenever you're sailing out of the port of LA, it's always interesting to, get that view and vantage point as you go out to the lookout. There's gonna be like a whole wall of rocks. And every time that we sail out here, I always look at it and I say, hey, we are finally out in the ocean once we cross that wall of rocks. It's almost like a little gate. Like you pass the gate and then you are right there out into the sea. Now, sadly on this particular ship, and I don't know if it's just that we haven't found it yet. We're on deck 7 right now, but I don't see a way to go out to the very front of this boat. Either way, I'm still enjoying our view from the side of the ship here on deck 7. Yeah, we got the little boat here escorting us out to sea.
You know, if we lived out here, I would love to have a job like near the, you know, on the port.
I have always loved the sea. Like, I know a lot of people hate sea days, but you know, for me, there's just nothing better than just being out in the middle of the sea. And
Says the guy who gets seasick. Shall we maybe go head to our cabin before dinner?
okay, so we are back on our balcony just to go ahead and take a look at this sail away here. How do you feel about crossing the seawall, James?
I mean, I'm just thrilled that we're on a cruise again after a few years of not cruising. Since we started the channel, we haven't been on a cruise. We've been focused on Vegas because that's what so many of you want, you know, have told us that you wanted was Las Vegas. Frankly, we needed a break. We needed something different. I mean, I love Las Vegas and I always will. But I'm so excited to be doing a trip that's not Las Vegas, but it's Vegas on boat. I mean, that's why I love cruising, because there's still a casino. There's still way too much drinking. There's still way too much eating.
It's all the things we do in Vegas. We're just confined now to a ship.
Right.
And we're not, you know, sitting there having to walk the strip. And here we go, crossing the seawall. This means we are officially out to sea. Now, if you look over this way in the far distance, you'll see Long Beach, the rest of the port of Los Angeles.
I mean, I know we're still near the port, but I will say that it's very smooth sailing so far. I don't even feel the ship moving. I know I don't get seasick, personally.
I do. I'm gonna hope that like I'll be able to get through this whole 6 days.
Honestly, I don't know why I don't get seasick, because I get nauseous if I scroll through my phone too quick. But for some reason, I could be on a boat that's rocking back and forth and I'm fine.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the airplane and I'm just like, oh, I'm already getting seasick. And I'm not even on a plane.
It's called motion sickness, sweetheart.
I don't even know we've had too many drinks right now.
Yeah, sure, blame it on that.
They've escorted us off. They've sent us away. We are now out to sea.
Okie dokie, artichokes. It is just about dinner time now. Tonight, we are going to one of the 6 specialty restaurants here, and that is going to be Pink Agave. Now, all specialty dining is included. Instead of a main dining room, they have different restaurants that you make different reservations at. You don't have to dine at them if you don't want to. There is, of course, the Galley, where you can get food as well. But we want to show you each and every one of the restaurants. So, you know, we're going to do this, you know, day by day. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss day 2. But for day 1, night 1, we're going to go to Pink Agave, which is their Mexican restaurant.
I'm excited for this one.
Right. I am too. So it's going to be like upscale Mexican. It's not like, you know, tacos and burritos. So come along. Let's go get some tasty grub. Ah, there it be.
Here we go, Pink Agave.
You're mermazing.
You're totally mermazing tonight.
Not that mermazing.
I love this little like wall, like, oh my God.
So cute.
Yeah, like it's already just kind of like impressing me, but just how beautiful this little hallway is.
So we've just been seated here at Pink Agave. That being said, we're going to take a look at the menu here and get our orders in. We'll be back with cocktails momentarily.
Moments later.
Our cocktails have arrived. You know, I have went with a spiked agua fresca. I went with pineapple and had spiked it with mezcal. I think mezcal and pineapple work so well together. So let's give it a taste. The pineapple smell is so beautiful. Ooh, that's good. You get the sweetness of the pineapple, the smokiness of the mezcal. Perfect. Exactly what I expected. And they delivered. I can't complain.
So for my cocktail, I decided to go with something really interesting, and it's called the It's Crickets in Here. Now, this is a mezcal cocktail that has actual bits of crickets swimming in it. Now, the It's Crickets in Here is going to consist of Rosaluna mezcal, Ancho Reyes, citrus, and crickets. Y'all know I'm an adventurous drinker and eater, so let's give this a taste. Oh my God, smoky, a little bit of a spicy kick, delicious. If you like a little bit of a spicy, smoky cocktail, this is definitely one to go with. So if you're a little bit of an adventurous drinker, do yourself a favor and order the It's Crickets.
Crunchy.
So all of our food came out really quick here, and so we're just gonna start digging right in. Now we ordered the aguachiles, the guacamole, and we also had some medium-sized plates here. So when you're dining here at Pink Agave, they advise you to start with small plates, medium plates, and then your main entrees. So let's start digging into this guacamole. Now, I can already tell there's some huge chunks of avocado. So this is a chunky guacamole. Let's give it a bite.
I love a chunky guacamole.
It's cool.
It's super fresh.
It's super fresh. The big chunks of avocado. Perfect guacamole.
All right, guys, so we've got some aguachiles, which is gonna be tuna, avocado, and jicama. Let's give it a bite. Nice big fatty piece of tuna there. Nice bit of acidity there. Super fresh, fatty, rich tuna. That's good. All right, a little bit of cilantro on there. All in all, that's delightful. If you've never had an aguachile, it's the Mexican equivalent of crudo. Speaking of fish, I have got a shrimp dish that I'm gonna tuck into because frankly, I don't get to eat shrimp that often because my husband's allergic to it. The next dish we're gonna try is the camarón amarillo, which is seared shrimp, mole amarillo, and new potatoes. Let's go in for the little shrimpy. We're gonna rub that into the mole there. That's wonderful. The shrimp is perfectly cooked. It's got a nice chew to it, but not like chewy. Fresh, delicious. The mole is fantastic. All in all, I'm pretty impressed so far.
Since I couldn't eat shrimp, I decided to go with the enchiladas pollo verde. Now that's basically just chicken enchiladas with green sauce. Let's give it a bite. Thank you so much. That is a delicious enchilada.
I do love an enchilada verde.
I would love a little bit more bite from the green sauce, but I'm getting plenty of flavor, so I'm not mad at it at all.
Right, I will say nothing we've had so far has a lot of spice to it, but it's flavorful.
It's flavorful. Yeah, everything is there. Everything is there that it needs to be. I am getting a lot of flavor from the tortillas with the corn. That's got some good corn flavor in that tortilla.
Oh, that is good.
Now we're gonna go ahead and finish off all our small plates and medium plates, and we're gonna wait for our main entrees to come out.
5 minutes later.
And our mains have come out, and I am already excited. Let's just start digging in. I decided to order the pato, which is going to be the duck. Now, it is going to be with a mole ahumado and a yam puree. Now, they did bring out some tortillas here as well, so that way I can make some tacos. And look at these little tiny tortillas. Oh my God. That's kind of cute. Now, anytime I see duck meat on a menu, I just have to order it. Like,
That's true. You are a sucker for duck.
I am a sucker for duck. It is one of my favorite types of poultry.
I'm really always very disappointed that we don't eat more duck in the U.S.
I really am too. Like, we need more duck. I've assembled a taco. Let's give it a bite. There's a lot of complex flavor going on. You got your fattiness and richness of that duck. You got the smokiness of that mole. You got the yam puree to just give it that earthy element. This is pretty much a standout dish. I'm quite impressed.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed so far. This beats the pants off of like a standard cruise main dining room.
This is unique because a lot of cruises, you have to pay extra for specialty dining. Here, all we had to do was book our cruise and literally just wait for the dining windows to open and just book our reservation.
All this is included.
And it is included. Now, I will say this, you have to be on your dining windows to book them, because if you're not on your dining windows, you might miss out on some of these restaurants. Some of these are very popular. So when you book your Virgin cruise, make sure that you are on top of those dining windows. Get your reservations.
So I went with the bistec marinero in escabeche, which essentially means marinated steak. So this is ribeye steak, Oaxaca cheese, and chili ancho, and I have to say, it looks delicious. Saucy and tender. Oh, okay, it feels very tender, actually. I ordered it medium rare. Oh, it smells fantastic. Oh my God, that's wonderful. And oh my God, it just melts in my mouth. It is incredibly tender and just so flavorful. Absolutely delicious. This is a fabulous steak, and I love the Mexican flavors to it. For a ribeye that's included, I expected very low quality, and so far it's not at all. Virgin really does do the food pretty darn well from what I can tell so far. All in all, Pink Agave has really impressed me so far. We're going to enjoy the rest of our dinner. I don't think we're doing dessert because honestly, the night's still young, and frankly, I think if we do dessert, that just means the night's gonna be over for us. I'm gonna wanna go to bed. But we still have a PJ party to go to. And then I'm kind of thinking maybe some late night pizza. So don't go anywhere. This video is far from over yet. Wait till you see our cute little onesies for the PJ party. Alrighty, friends. It is time for us to go head into the PJ party. As you can see, we got some cute onesies on. I am Kirby. And Paul and Snorlax, let's head up to deck 16 for the PJ party.
I feel like a Snorlax.
I feel like a Kirby, just eating everything in sight. Except I don't get anyone's, special abilities that way.
Oh, it's kind of windy out here.
Well, yeah, we're at sea, Bear.
I mean, Oh my God.
What did you expect?
Well, I mean,
We know this.
I know this, but I'm just like, it's kind
Oh,
of,
I like how the hot tubs are still open.
oh, that's a plus.
Right?
On other ships, that ain't a thing.
Not this late.
Yeah, like the pools and hot tubs are always closed.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm hearing music. I'm seeing it. Looks like it's over here. I think we found it. It's pajama time.
So I'm loving seeing all the different PJ variations. You know, there's a few onesies. We've got some classic, like, nightcaps and gowns and things like that. This is awesome.
Like, as a millennial, who doesn't want the excuse to just like throw on your pajamas?
5 minutes later.
So we're here at the pajama party. It is very loud. We're under a speaker, but they have special shots right now just for the party. I decided to go with a pillow shot, which looks to be Bailey's cinnamon creamy, and it's full of lots of whipped cream. Now, I love some cream, so let's give this a taste. That's good, but I'm getting the hit of the Bailey's.
You have whipped cream all over your face.
Yeah, I am totally not that ladylike with this. I'm not being a brilliant lady right now. That was not very brilliant lady of me.
All right, I've gone with a canned Paloma, which honestly not that bad. I'm kind of digging it. It's fine. I figure it's probably a little bit cheaper to get the can than have it make me a cocktail. So bottoms up. Yeah, not bad.
Meanwhile, I still got my shot here.
We've been getting a lot of compliments. I didn't get a lot of compliments with my Kirby onesie, so I'm not angry at that. But there's a lot of cute PJs around here.
Oh yeah.
I do love a good theme party.
Comfy Wumpy.
Comfy Wumpy. Has made me think Vegas needs PJ parties.
Yeah.
I would go to a PJ party in Las Vegas.
You need more PJ parties in Vegas.
Yeah.
Throw on your pajamas and just go out for a night of fun.
I want a PJ club, a PJ night club. That'd be fun. Alrighty, guys, we've had so much fun at the PJ party. They were playing some great bangers, like awesome late 90s, 2000s hits. I swear it was my gym mix from like the early 2000s. Super awesome. But we have worked up quite the appetite with all the dancing and a little bit of drinking. So we're gonna get a little late night pizza. Let's go check them out.
And our pizza has arrived. I am excited about this. And it's all done from scratch.
And to order.
So I'm already excited about that to begin with because that's better than other cruise ship pizzas. I decided to go with the truffle and egg pizza. And if you watch our channel often, you know that I absolutely love truffle on everything. I'm like a truffle piggy.
You are a truffle pig.
Let's go ahead and give this a bite. Okay, this is the best late night eat after, especially after being at that PJ party. I'm getting the little lightness of that truffle. When I say lightness, I mean light for me.
Right, I was gonna say, I can smell it across the table here.
The second I opened this box, the smell of truffle came out. So if you're not a big truffle fan, this might not be the one for you, but I'm in heaven right now. Get a nice taste of the sauce, the cheese, the egg is perfect. One more bite.
Now, I went with a chicken pesto pizza. Now, don't get me wrong, they've got other options that are more traditional, but I was feeling something a little specialty. This is going to be served with mozzarella cheese, chicken, red onions, tomato, and of course, pesto. Now, let's go in for this slice here. Good, it looks like a good starting slice. That's lovely. I love a chicken pesto pizza. It's so perfectly baked. It's nice and chewy. It's fresh. I got a nice flavor from the tomato. And the thing is they add the tomato after they bake it, which is really smart because if you put tomato on before the bake, it just becomes mushy and terrible. So they're still very juicy and doesn't, make the pizza soggy. Cheese is creamy and salty. The red onion has a little bit of, bite to it. Yeah, this is all in all really good.
The next morning.
Good morning, everyone, from our balcony here on board Brilliant Lady, Virgin Voyages' newest cruise ship. It is day 2, and it is a sea day here. Now, if you missed day 1 in our video series, don't worry. It doesn't have any bearing on this video. You can always go watch it later. But that being said, We got a full day ahead of us. We're gonna take you along for the whole ride. We're gonna start the morning off here shortly with some breakfast at the Wake, which is Virgin Voyages Steakhouse. I'm looking forward to getting maybe a tasty Benedict or some steak and eggs. Admittedly, we are exhausted. Yesterday was a long day. I need some coffee, so I think we're probably gonna head to the Galley for in a short bit. I've already been kind of up and around, walking the decks, enjoying the beautiful sunrise over the ocean. It's a cloudy day though, so it's most beautiful sunrise. But I love it. I love it. I love being at sea. It's peaceful, it's serene.
This is why we love cruises.
I love the ability to look out of the ocean and not see anything.
Also, just seeing some of the elements like clouds. They're probably going to drip some rain there.
I'm so excited to be here. Paul's been kind of a little groggy and he's been being a lazy puss. Haven't you, Paul?
Yeah, I have been pretty lazy puss this morning. I wish my energy was higher today, but it was a long and fun day yesterday.
We even had some luck at the casino.
Oh, we did.
Like, my God, I wish we had that luck in Vegas. Because we got a triple up at the casino yesterday, that of course means we're going back, so we can, lose it all. We got to prepay for that next Virgin Voyage. Hope we get a nice little offer.
I love Virgin.
I'm already loving this cruise line. Now, I will say, it is not without its flaws. There are definitely some flaws. The app is kind of not as intuitive as I would like it to be. Let me try and summon the energy to get out of this comfy hammock. That's the best part about the balcony room, the hammock. I have spent so much time in this already. I have spent more time on our balcony than any other cruise we've ever been on where we've had a balcony. This alone is what I think every cruise line needs on their balcony is hammocks, because people would actually use their balconies if they did. Anyway, it's time for coffee. I want to go head up to the Galley and get a nice hot piping mug of coffee because I needed to start my day. And just like that, I've got my coffee here in the Galley, slowly waking up, perking up. But I do love that the coffee is included. I love the sodas are included. I wish every cruise line would do, especially with the sodas, because other ones you have to pay for soda, like, Royal. I think we're gonna chill for a little bit and just enjoy my coffee. I might get a little snackle, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens, but still got like an hour before breakfast, so I don't know if I'm hungry enough for a pre-breakfast snack, but that's part of the fun of cruising, isn't it? Getting to eat a bunch of stuff. So we'll see what happens.
5 minutes later.
So I decided to get some snackles after all, and I managed to convince Paul. He went a little heavier than I did, but anyway, I went with a pan of chocolate and a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Got the pan of chocolate here, nice and flaky. Look at all those lamination and layers, and let's see how it is. Hopefully it's buttery delicious. It's good. It's a pan of chocolate. It's hard not to enjoy that, especially with a cup of coffee. Now, let's try this bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Now, I see that they already put a little bit of ketchup on there, but frankly, I need a little bit more ketchup. And I love that you can just get whatever you want, and it's just there. Like, here you go. It hits the spot because breakfast is still a little ways away, but I wanted something to eat. I'm hungry now. Thankfully, I seem to have the ability to eat and eat and eat on a cruise. This beats the pants off any cruise buffet I've ever had, so absolutely love this.
I am the one that was totally against the idea of eating before we dine at the Wake, but you know what? Here we are, and I'm all about making bad decisions, so I decided to go with the French toast burger. Now, this French toast burger is gonna have some egg, it looks like a burger patty, some bacon, some cheese. On top of French toast is the bread. Is this a bad decision before we have a full meal at the Wake?
Probably.
Yes, it is.
Look at it this way. Every other cruise we've ever been on, we always start with breakfast at the buffet.
We do, and when we're doing our normal Vegas videos, we've eaten 2 breakfasts before.
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3. Sometimes you have a 3rd breakfast.
Because we have to film all these stupid videos.
Which aren't stupid, but...
No, I'm just saying, when you have to eat 3 breakfasts at one morning, it does feel like a stupid video.
Hey, the joys of food content. Let's give this a bite.
Yeah. I kind of want to try that after you.
I didn't even get to the patty because the bread's all oblong. Let me go ahead and get one more bite with the patty. I'm already enjoying what I like. So I'm glad I decided to give this a try because it's all your favorite things for breakfast. You got your French toast, you got your burger patty, bacon, egg, cheese. It's your basic breakfast sandwich with a little bit of sweetness from that French toast. I'm glad I decided to just take the decision to do that. I'm just low energy today. I am doing my best to get through the morning.
We'll caffeinate more. You just need more coffee.
Or I just need to get more food in my stomach.
Can I try to buy that? Oh my God, it looks so good. That French toast is really yummy. It has a really good eggy flavor to it. My God, that's delicious. Patty's cooked wonderful. The eggs are fluffy. I am just already so blown away with Virgin's food. It really, I see why people talk about it all the time. My only complaint so far as food is sometimes I wish the spice level was a little more spicy, but like other than that, Anyway, we're gonna finish our little nosh here. I'm probably gonna get another cup of coffee because I am caffeine. I need to be like 90% caffeine in order to function. And then we're gonna go head over to the wake for our actual breakfast. Second breakfast.
Bitch, you're not a hobbit, right?
We're hobbits.
1 hour later.
Alrighty, friends, now that we've finished our pre-breakfast or pre-brunch snackle, it's time to actually head to brunch. So we're heading to the wake. Let's go check them out.
Ooh, we're passing by the social club here. They have a whole bunch of games that you can literally just pull out and play. Oh my God. Pretty princess. I have not played that since I was a kid.
I want to play One Night Ultimate Werewolf because I'm a secret shameful furry.
I mean, I could get behind that. Ooh, then the arcade's over there.
I definitely want to check out the arcade at some point. That would be fun.
Oh, I'm hearing
plates. The clinking of plates.
That means we're getting closer.
Man, we haven't even been over to this way yet.
No, we haven't.
There's still so much of the ship we've not explored yet.
I know. It's like an onion that we're uncovering layer by layer.
Right. All right, guys, so we have been seated here at the wake. We have ordered some cocktails, and you know me, and if you watch the channel, I'm a Bloody Mary bitch. I absolutely love me some Bloody Marys. This will be the Filthy Bloody Mary. The Filthy Bloody Mary is going to be made with Kettle One vodka, green chili, and Filthy Food Bloody Mary mix. Got a couple olives in there. Looks like a little shishito maybe, and a little tiny celery. Let's give it a sippy sip. That is good. There's a nice pepperiness to it. Smooth, delicious. That's going, oh, a little cherry tomato.
I do have to also say, I love the garnish with the chili pepper on it. So for my cocktail, I decided to go with the Screw This, which is going to be Tito's vodka, orange juice, and citrus bitters. Let's give it a sip.
So basically, it's a screwdriver with bitters.
You know, if you don't like bitters, you're not gonna like this one.
I don't like bitters, so now I'm curious.
I actually think it's great. I think the bitters adds a little bit extra to it. It gives it just a little bit more of a refined note to your typical screwdriver.
You know what? That's actually pretty good. Now, they also came around with some pastry, so I grabbed another pan au chocolat, but it's the same pan au chocolat that was in the Galley, so I'm not going to bore you with a review of that, but let's see what Paul got.
In addition to the pan au chocolat, they also had a raisin almond bread. So let's give this a little bit of a pull. Okay, it's already soft and fluffy. It's got a good bake to it. Let's give it a bite. It's delicious. It's almost kind of like a panettone.
Can I try a little nibble?
Try a little nibble. But it's not too sweet, and I think that's what makes me happy about that.
So our starters have arrived. I've gone with the poached shrimp because Paul can't eat shrimp, so that's all me. So we've got shrimp, Meyer lemon, horseradish, and a spicy cocktail sauce. Give this a little rub into the lemon, the horseradish, the cocktail. Just get all flavors in one. Yes. Sweet as sugar. Delicious. A wonderful shrimp cocktail. I love a shrimp cocktail. I don't get to eat it as often as I'd like. I blame my husband.
So for my starter, I decided to go with the clam chowder, and this looks divine. Oh, I actually can't eat the clam chowder. It has shrimp.
Does it?
Yeah. Yukon Gold potatoes, bacon, shrimp, and chive batons. That's all you. Clam chowder is all you.
So we ordered a second starter here with the intention of Paul eating it, but we didn't realize until we went to go film that the clam chowder also has shrimp in it.
I mean, I should have known by the little bits on top.
I didn't even look. I just saw clam chowder. I'm like, oh yes, let's do that.
I looked on the menu too, and I'm like, It's early morning.
Yeah, and so no allergic reactions for Paul. So I guess I had 2 starters this morning. Though I've never had clam chowder with shrimp in it, so whatever. Thankfully, it's not a huge portion. That's good. Wow, that's good. That's rich and creamy. Good clam flavor. The shrimp adds a sweetness to it. A fun fact, clam chowder is my favorite soup. It's something I could eat every day. And when I go home to Massachusetts, I do eat it every day.
And our entrees have arrived. Now we've decided to go with their Benedicts. Now, one of the nice things that they can do is they can split your Benedict into 2, and you do have different options. So the first one we're gonna start with is called the Wake, which is going to be crispy pork belly, spinach, bone marrow, and your poached egg with hollandaise.
It sounds decadent.
It sounds decadent. So let's get this egg popped. Oh, wow.
Gooey.
Gooey, runny yolk, just like you want in a Benedict. I am already happy with that. Oh, that English muffin is soft. Let's get a little bite. Now, I'm gonna say that the flavors are all there. The flavors are what they should be. This one might be a little too decadent for me and a little too rich. It's got some really good ingredients going for it. Let me give it one more bite just to be sure. I can see why this one would be great on paper, but I do think that like first thing in the morning for me, this might be a little too rich for my blood. So let's go ahead and try the other Benedict that we have here, which is the soft shell crab. Now, the soft shell crab is not going to be on an English muffin. It's actually going to be on a corn cake with an Aleppo pepper hollandaise. That sounds amazing. Soft shell crab is delicious. You got a little bit of spinach there. Let's pop that egg. Also perfect poached egg. I think this is a very promising Benedict. Let's give it a bite. Much better. I am actually enjoying the flavors on this. I'm getting the corn flavor. It's a lot more subtle. I think if I went with 2 of these Benedicts, I'd be perfectly happy. Getting a light, briny flavor from the soft shell crab. I'm perfectly happy.
How about with the steak and eggs here? Now they put the eggs right on top of the steak, which, hey, saves me a step because I'm probably gonna do it anyway. There's a potato rosti, some braised Swiss chard, and it looks like there's a lovely little jus of some sort on the steak there. They've already pre-sliced it. Let's try the steak first. It was a Bordelaise sauce, I forgot. That's delicious. That's super flavorful, meaty, good umami, wonderful flavor. Let's try a little bit of Swiss chard here. So flavorful. We'll try the potato, crispy, fluffy on the inside. That's good. Last but not least, we'll try a little bit of egg now. I'm just gonna stick a little bit of egg here, a little bit of the steak. A solid steak and eggs. Can't complain on that. All right, now I'm gonna try a little bit of the Wake here, the one that Paul thought was a little too rich, because I'm curious. I'm having technical difficulties over here.
I mean, it's a boarding and the ship is moving.
I mean, the ship's always moving, except when we're in port. I like that, but I can see why Paul would think it's very rich, because it is very rich. I would eat that. I would order that. So all in all, I think it's going to really depend on your personal preference. I don't think it's too rich for me, but I'm actually a little shocked at that because Paul puts butter on everything. So I don't know why he, sadly has an issue with rich food. But that being said, we are going to enjoy this, and we're going to stop bothering our, the people around us as we're trying to do our little vlog thing. We'll see what happens next for today. All right, folks, we just wrapped up our brunch at the Wake. We did not have room for dessert. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you really do want to see dessert, because we're coming back there for dinner on the last night of the cruise, so on day 6. We are stuffed. In retrospect, we probably shouldn't have had those snackles, but I was hungry. And I didn't feel like waiting. That being said, guys, I think we're gonna maybe head over to the casino for a short bit and just kind of sit, relax, and gamble for a bit while we digest. I know we can't film a lot in the casino, but if we come across any big wins, we'll make sure to share. On our way to the casino, we stopped inside the Manor. Now, this is one of Virgin Voyages' entertainment venues. Whether it's a line dancing class, a murder mystery, or a dinner party that you can purchase separately called Up With a Twist, the Manor is a place for entertainment. Admittedly, we did not make it into the Manor on the sailing, as most events had either a very long line to get in, or queuing up conflicted with our dinner plans for most of our nights. That being said, we did at least want to take a moment to mention it in this video.
Now, I wanted to show some casino footage we took when the ship was docked in port. If you're new to cruise ship casinos, all machines are turned off when in port. However, for a sea day, expect to see nearly every machine in use and plenty of people playing them. The casino has a lot of new favorites and standard favorites from Aristocrat, Light & Wonder, Konami, and AGS. And there's also plenty of table games. On our particular sailing, 3-2 blackjack started at $10 minimum for continuous shuffle, with the $100 table being a shoe game. Roulette was single zero and started at $5 minimum, and they even had baccarat in their high limit room. So if you love to gamble, the casino is a great way to do it.
And here's Paul playing a slot machine that we never have any luck on. And I tell him all the time never to play this slot machine. So much for that triple up that we made last night.
I know, so much for that triple up. Bye-bye triple up.
Bye-bye money.
A few moments later.
All right, let's see if we can get a good jackpot.
Yes, jackpot time. Hope it's not the mini.
Probably will be. It always is. I knew that was going to be the grand there. Oh, teasy. I know it's not going to be the grand.
You never know.
I'm sure it's not a true pick. Get out of here, Minnie. Oh,
It's the mini.
Mini jackpot. Pretty good.
Well, at least the Yeti gave me 15 more spins.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Do it. Sorry, do it again.
I was hoping it would do it again.
A few minutes later.
I got a triple. I got a triple. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's bigger.
Yeah, because you got most spins and
Yo Yeti.
Yo Yeti.
See, now this is what I was hoping would happen. Well, I only need 2 diamonds now.
Maybe you'll actually get your money back.
I hope so. Plus extra spins. 1 diamond. It's on the way. Oh, he's gonna toss some more. Yay!
Oh, 3 extra spins.
Come on, diamonds. 1 more. Oh. Okay, 4 more.
Nice.
5, 6, 7. Okay. See, this is why you stick through.
Ooh, 2 extra spins.
Make my Yeti grow.
Right?
Goldar, make my Yeti grow.
Okay, Rita Repulsa.
Ooh, 2 extra spins.
Ooh. See?
Wow.
Okay, come on, more diamonds. I got 8 more spins to get more diamonds.
Here, I'll help.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
Another spin.
Okay, wow.
Oh, another spin.
I've never had this many spins.
Another spin. 1 extra spin.
Almost made the money back.
I know.
We get such a good team.
We have made the money back.
Basically, yeah. Now we have.
Yay. Last spin.
Last spin.
Oh, 1 more diamond. Oh,
This is so fun. We're unstoppable. Last spin. did such a good job. I'm
You know what?
so
For $1 bet, that's not bad.
No, and you know what?
You made all your money
I
back.
made all my money back and then some. This is why you stick with it. You just got to keep going and push through to the end.
Yes, the lesson of the boys and girls is never walk away from gambling.
Oh, no.
Just keep gambling.
I've never filled the entire Yeti. I'm going to savor that win. The urge to want a backup spin is right there, but because it's 150 even, let's just cash out. Be responsible, kids.
Thank you for playing with me. Seriously, though, I have no friends.
So yeah, we're gonna cash out with our 150 and call it a day. You know I always love backup spins, but that's an even number.
Right. Might as well.
Might as
take
well
the
just
profit.
take the profit.
Hey there, friends. Admittedly, after the casino, I think all the food is getting to us, and so Paul and I have come back to the cabin, and we're just gonna sit here, lay here, and relax for a little bit. We'll check in with you guys shortly after a brief respite. Day 2 hasn't been bad. Poor Paul's having a little seasickness. He is not a seafaring man. Despite the fact that he does love cruises too. He just always gets a little seasick, even when they're taking the meds to help him. So it is what it is. We're gonna relax for a little bit. We'll see you guys soon.
1 hour later.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I have woken up from a nap. I think it was a much needed nap. Honestly, yesterday was a long day, and we were up much later than we normally are. Paul has left me. Okay. No, he's gone back down to the casino. That boy's gambling habits. I'm beginning to worry about him. That being said, he's the breadwinner, and if he wants to gamble his money, he is within his right to do so. I think I'm gonna go join him shortly, but maybe before I meet up with him, I think I want to get some ice cream. Let's head down to Lick Me Till Ice Cream. All right, guys, I went with the malted strawberry milkshake ice cream, 2 scoops on a cone. Let's give it a bite. That's good. That's good. Super creamy, super delicious. Got a nice malty flavor to it, just like malted milkshake. They did a good job. Let's go find my husband. Well, since it looks like my husband is at the blackjack table getting his ass handed to him, I'm chilling here in the smoking room for a second and enjoy my ice cream cone. If I keep walking around and eating, so I'd rather just sit down and enjoy this. I'll catch up with you guys in just a moment.
1 hour later.
Alrighty, friends, now that Paul has had his ass handed to him in the casino, we have come back to our cabin, changed into some swimsuits, and I think we're gonna go hit up the pool deck. Frankly, we're both a little sore from just kind of walking around, and a hot tub sounds lovely.
The day bed feels so good right now.
Right, got a nice little day bed in the shade. All the day beds and the lounge chairs are open seating, so just grab them. Now, unlike other cruise lines, Virgin actually has a pretty strict thing about leaving your shit unattended. So if they will clear your stuff if it's been sitting there for more than, I think, 45 minutes.
40 minutes was what it said on the app.
Yeah, so make sure you check in periodically with your stuff, so that way they don't clear your stuff. But that way people can't camp out and steal, just keep things all day long and not let other people use them. So that's a nice touch.
That's a really nice touch.
Right.
First off, don't be a chair hog.
Right. No one likes a chair hog on a cruise.
It's nice to be able to walk out here on the deck on a sea day, mind you, and find plenty of chairs available. I can't always guarantee this is going to be your experience when you sail on your Virgin Voyage,
Right.
but it is a nice touch.
Right, yeah, no, I was actually kind of worried we weren't going to find anything, but there's a surprising amount of stuff open.
I'm actually quite impressed by this.
Yeah. On that note, I think it's time for us to get a poolside drink and then go up into one of said bodies of water here.
5 minutes later.
So James was awesome to go ahead and give me something that I can enjoy because honestly, I'm just not feeling too good right now. So he got a frozen espresso martini. Now, these are $15 and these are basically going to be a little pick-me-up in the afternoon because who doesn't need a little pick-me-up in the afternoon? Let's give it a sip. That's delicious. Getting coffee flavor, definitely a little strong. I can definitely feel that. Sometimes you just need that nice little cool coffee bit to enjoy. We got ourselves a cute little day bed here. I'm not giving this up, so I'm gonna have to pry this from my cold dead hands.
A few minutes later.
So we've discovered that now what looks like to be hot tubs are actually, they're hot. They're kind of more like tepid at this point. It's just because it's not like a cold day or whatever, but whatever. But we got some Moscow mules. We're just gonna chill and relax. The music is jamming, and I got a big fluffy hat on to protect me. And yeah, we're gonna relax. So all in all, it's got a good vibe out here. And I keep saying this, but the best thing of all, no screaming children everywhere.
I second that. No screaming children. Cheers. Oh, this Moscow Mule is actually pretty good.
You make it sound like Moscow mules aren't always good.
So, rule number one on a cruise, if you ever get seasick, drink yourself a Moscow Mule and it'll make you feel a lot better.
All right, so I think after a few more moments, after we finish our cocktails, we're gonna go dry off, and then we're gonna head to the Galley, which is right here, and we're gonna get some snackage. I'm in the mood for a bento box. I can go for some sushi, and we were bringing back out here to our cute little day bed that we secured, and enjoy that.
A few moments later.
All right, so I got a spicy tuna bento box. I love me some spicy tuna. It's my favorite of the basic type of rolls here. And dunk in my little soy and wasabi mixture there. I also think sushi rolls are my favorite poolside snack. I've discovered that in Las Vegas. I've discovered that here. I love sushi by a pool.
Now, James was awesome enough to grab me a hamachi roll, and now it's the same hamachi roll we had yesterday. Now, I really enjoyed this one, so let's give it a try.
Do you want any soy sauce or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I like to go raw. It's sushi. Let's eat it raw. James is right. Sushi by the pool is a great thing to have.
I was really playing all the gay bar classics.
They really are playing all the gay bar classics out here. Like being in the gay bar, out by the pool. We weren't filming, I'd just be busting out my Speedo and just, vibing. So James was also nice enough to grab me something non-sushi because when I'm by a pool, I'm not always the biggest sushi fan.
Watch it.
But the best part about Virgin here is the Galley. You can just grab whatever you want, grab and go. You got me a beautiful looking turkey sandwich, which turkey, Monterey Jack, arugula. Let's give it a bite. So first off, this turkey is flavorful. I like the arugula. You're getting the pepperiness of the arugula. The Monterey Jack was a great decision on their end because it gives you also another little bite with the cheese. For a poolside sandwich that you can just grab and go at your leisure. And to that I say, let's enjoy our noshes. Let's enjoy our time by the pool. And we'll be back to you later with some more fun from the cruise. Stay tuned.
Later that night.
Alrighty, everyone, it's been a little while since we've last checked in with you guys. Now, we've relaxed a little bit after the pool. Now, tonight we're going to Gunbae, which is going to be the Korean barbecue restaurant here on board. But we're doing a little drinking beforehand. So, stopped over at the Draught Haus, which is really kind of the beer bar aboard a Virgin Voyage. Now, Paul has gone with just a classic Strongbow, nothing too fancy.
Always reliable, always delicious.
Right, if you like cider, Strongbow's perfectly fine. I've gone with the Virgin Specific English Pale Ale. This is brewed by Ommegang Brewing for Virgin. I, of course, had to give that a shot. I'm not even a pale ale kind of guy, but I'm like, let's give it a shot. So,
Okay,
cheers. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah, try.
Okay, let's give it a sip.
That's not bad at all. A little bitter, but not too bad.
Let's take it a sip.
It's refreshing, actually.
You know, I don't quite hate it.
There's some bitter aftertaste, but nothing like, crazy. It's just very hoppy. But all in all, I had to try the Virgin Specific, exclusive beer. Now, this was $10, so I mean, a little pricey for a beer, but not like super crazy. I paid, way more for a bottle of Dos Equis in Las Vegas, so I guess I can't complain that much.
And my Strongbow was $9, so I can't complain there either.
All right. Cheers to you guys. Now, we will check in with you once we get to Gunbae.
All right, everyone, it is dinner, and I am trying to summon my best energy here because admittedly, I've been feeling like shit today with all the seasickness and everything else. And the drinking's probably helping or not, but I'm excited. We're finally gonna get to try some Korean barbecue on a cruise ship. So let's go ahead and get this started and try some Gunbae.
So we just checked in at Gunbae, and they said we'll be seated here momentarily. Now, Gunbae is a communal seating scenario, so we're gonna be seated with other people. And from what I understand, there's gonna be drinking games involved. Now, I don't think we're gonna be able to do a lot of recording because of just sitting with other people. We're gonna show you everything we can, and we're gonna voice over, about our experience here. If you don't like sitting with other people, this may not be the specialty dining for you, or this may not be the restaurant for you. From what I've heard, Gunbae is one of those ones you either love it or you don't like it at all. But we love Korean barbecue, so we're optimistic.
A few minutes later.
Example, 3, 6, 9, 13, 16, 19, 23, 26, 29. All the 30s, you have to clap. If you miss on this game, you are out of the gym. The rest will play until we find the winner tonight.
Soju games.
Are we ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay, here we go. So, everybody say, Gunbae!
Gunbae!
Make some noise! One more time! Everybody follow me. Gunbae! 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 Okay, start from you.
1,
2,
4,
5,
7,
8,
10,
11,
14.
15.
Moments later.
Double
I've
clap.
lost track.
26, yeah?
I've completely lost track.
Got it! Okay, you're out of the game.
Yay!
One of you ready? One of you ready? Okay. We are going to the next level. Okay. Now, speed up.
Oh, okay.
Out.
Okay.
Ready? Start over.
4,
5.
All right.
I wanted to win!
Final round. Final round.
Come on, Razzle!
okay. 2, 4,
5, 7,
8, 10. Shame! Shame!
I was so close!
So we are back in our cabin, but that being said, Gunbae was fun. However, there is a however.
There's a huge however on that.
It is not probably for everyone. Because of the communal dining, it can be really hit and miss. Our initial group that we were sat with, very quickly we realized we were not jiving. I was not feeling well. I had a bit of a headache, and admittedly, one of the members at our table was obnoxiously loud. And another one was kind of,
Maybe I've been drinking a little too much.
right.
He was tipping the hat to Milady when it came to ordering 3 of everything for the whole table on our behalf before letting anybody else basically took over ordering for everybody else.
And I want to give a huge shout out to the staff for very quickly and immediately recognizing my discomfort with the people that we were sitting with, because like I said, I had a headache and I was just not here for this. And Gunbae is a boisterous environment, let's put it that way.
Manager then comes over and says, hey, your friends over there are wanting to, sit with you.
Right. And Paul and I look at each other like, what friends?
What friends? Or is there somebody that watches the channel that's, friends with us on this ship?
And admittedly, it wasn't. It was just another group, but we jived so much better with them.
Oh my God, they're also fellow foodies.
Right. It was a wonderful experience. And once my headache did subside, I was starting to enjoy myself a lot more. Gunbae is a loud experience. You're playing a drinking game, when you do this, cheering and having a great time. And it is a boisterous environment. Keep that in mind before you book Gunbae. It is not a peaceful dinner. It's not a relaxing dinner. It is a party.
I also want to give them shout out for just being so efficient with the Korean barbecue experience.
Right.
Because if you've never done Korean barbecue before, they do the cooking for you. But part of the reason that they do the drinking game, and this caught on to me, is so that way, it takes a while to heat up that grill.
Yeah.
So they distract you with the drinking game by heating up the grill.
I like that they cook the meat for us. Now, Paul and I are very familiar with Korean barbecue. We have lots of Korean barbecue experience. We have no problem cooking our own meat, but if you've never done it, that might be intimidating for you, and I get it. So this is a great way to get introduced to Korean barbecue.
I will also give a little bit of a critique, and this is a critique that has come up with a lot of our dining so far on Virgin. Virgin has amazing food. However, if you are very well versed with a lot of spices and a lot of, heat levels, they're going to be playing it a little more safe.
Right. Things that you would expect to be spicy are not as spicy as you expect them to be. And that's okay. I get it, because they're trying to, accommodate, a variety of palates. But there's several things, especially with Korean food, that we expect to be spicy. Like we ordered some tteokbokki. Normally, I expect that to be a spicy dish, and there was a little bit of heat to it, but not what I think Paul and I are used to.
It was very mild.
And there was a almost kind of like akin to like a Korean fried chicken dish. Delicious. That one actually had a little bit of heat.
Other than that though, I had the crispy rice. That was delicious.
We had a classic bulgogi. We had some pork belly. I had like a kimchi, I can't remember the exact name, but it was like a kimchi like pancake that was so good. But it was good. It was fun. I'm glad we did it. Would I do it again on another Virgin Voyage? I wouldn't feel bad skipping it.
No, I wouldn't feel bad skipping it either. I mean, I'm glad that we can do it. And I know that for me, the selling point was, hey, we can get K-barbecue on a cruise ship.
But I think that for me in the future, that unless I knew who I was going to be sitting with, I might question whether I want to do that again. And, not all personalities are going to jive. That's just a fact of life. It is now coming up at 11 o'clock. It has been a long day. We're going to stay in, put on a movie, and go to sleep.
All right, everyone, it is day 3 of our Virgin Voyage. Now, we are sailing right into Cabo. We're going to be in Cabo about 1 p.m. today, but it's early in the morning. We're tired. We need to start ourselves off with some breakfast. First thing I want to point out, this water over here is blue, 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 not the green stuff that we've been getting up in LA. I'm already happy today. I'm feeling a lot better.
Paul may be feeling better today, but I am feeling my death warmed over. I am barely awake at this point. I need coffee so badly. So bad.
I'm sure James is itching to get some breakfast, so let's just get to it and head up to the Galley. I'm not doing stairs.
I don't feel like stairs this morning. If we're going ashore to Cabo, we're going to have our fair share of walking there.
Going up.
Freaking love the elevators on this ship.
The elevators here are so fun. They got the little blue oceany reef thing going on.
And then the cool lighting,
Oh my God, cool lighting.
Well, that was fast. Now, as we've mentioned in earlier videos, Virgin Voyages does not have like a cruise buffet or anything like that. Instead, they have the Galley, which is more of a food hall. But of course, all the food's included, unlimited. You can get as much as you want.
They have the charcuterie this morning. I'm gonna pick one of these up.
I need coffee, but let's go see what the breakfast offerings are today. The big problem I've noticed with being on a cruise is I don't get to have the same amount of caffeine I normally have at home. Let's see what we got today over here. A blueberry Danish, ooh. A chocolate brioche, I'm gonna have to get one of those, I think. We got some eggs, bacon, okay. All the classics. I think we got breakfast burritos over here.
They have Benedict's.
Okay.
Oh, there's even more over here that we still haven't even touched.
Yeah, I don't think we've even actually gone over
We
here.
have not gone this far.
For a small ship, there is quite a lot on the Brilliant Lady, or I guess on any of the Virgin ships. Alrighty guys, for my first breakfast item here this morning, because I know I'm gonna have multiple, I went with a chorizo burrito from Let's Taco About It. It's got chorizo and scrambled eggs and rice and beans. Comes with a little bit of pico on the side. Put a little dab of that there. That's actually better than I thought it was gonna be. The chorizo is very strong, has a good flavor to it. It's well seasoned. The egg is soft and rich. It's nice and cheesy too. Toastiness on the outside of the tortilla, but otherwise it's soft. And yeah, this is good.
Now, I decided to go with the Thai curry ramen. I didn't even know that the ramen was further back there, so we just discovered it, and this morning, a bowl of ramen just sounded delicious. So this is going to be a yellow curry base with a egg, a little bit of spinach, your ramen noodles, and some pork. Oh, that ramen looks cooked perfectly. I already smell the curry flavor coming from that broth. I'm already loving this. Now, if you've seen some of the other videos in this cruise series, my main critique with Virgin has always just been that they just don't, kick up the heat a little bit. This one does have a little bit of heat there, so I'm perfectly happy with that. So yeah, yellow curry base.
Those are pretty good ramen.
Oh yeah.
Especially for something you find on a cruise ship.
For something on a cruise ship, I haven't had ramen like this on a cruise ship. You got a little jammy yolk in the egg.
Oh, perfectly jammy yolk.
Let's give that let's get a little bit of the broth. This is the perfect way to start our morning. So if you're here in the galley, tuck yourself a little bit towards the back and go find that ramen. Now, I also had to just grab and go a little bit of charcuterie here because why not? You're on a cruise ship, there's charcuterie. So this is rosemary crisps. You have your Parmesan, your prosciutto, and your salami, and little cubes of blue cheese.
I mean, I will point out the fact that outside of the United States, there are plenty of countries in the world where it's not uncommon to start the morning with cheese and crackers and meat.
We're just weird.
The Americans are weird.
We are just weird.
We're the ones that have the ridiculously sweet breakfast for some reason. Don't get me wrong, I love me some blueberry pancakes, but
oh, and I make blueberry pancakes, but I'd rather have cheese and crackers.
I kind of want some blueberry pancakes.
No words. Charcuterie in the morning is the way to go.
5 minutes later.
I went over to Well Bread, which specializes in pastries and bread products and whatnot. And I grabbed a few different things here. So I grabbed a scallion quiche, a pork sausage roll, and a chocolate brioche for dessert. I'm an American, we have to have sugar at breakfast. So let's start with the little scallion quiche. Just gonna cut out a little piece. Oh, very flaky pastry. Maybe a little soggy bottom. Ooh, that's good though. It's simple, it's classic, nothing too crazy, but the scallion flavor comes through nicely. The egg is very creamy and custardy, as a good quiche should be. Now, for the real reason I got up, the pork sausage roll. I think I'm just gonna pick this guy up. I love a pork roll, a sausage roll. Yeah, that was good. Porky, sausagey, get some notes of, I think, some sage, maybe some fennel in there too. Absolutely delicious. Let's try. Oh my God, that brioche is so soft.
It didn't look soft by visual look.
I'm glad I cut it in half because it's filled with chocolate.
That is a lot of ganache.
That's a lot of ganache. The brioche is buttery and doughy and dense, and it has a subtle chocolate flavor to it because it is very clearly, chocolate's been added to that dough. Absolutely delicious. Great little sweet thing to top off the breakfast there.
We're gonna go ahead and finish up our breakfast here at the galley, and then we'll be back to you with more fun on the ship before we get off for our adventure today in Cabo San Lucas.
1 hour later.
After that delightful breakfast, a little bit of some relaxing time back here in the cabin. We'll be arriving in Cabo around 1, tender start around 1:30. We have a tender time of 2:30, and it's only like 10 o'clock, so we still got some time to kill. So I think we're gonna do something that we have not yet done on this trip, and that's go check out the cute little arcade downstairs. Let's go play some games. I'm curious to see what games are in the arcade.
I hear it's a lot of retro ones.
Oh, I mean, I would sure hope so. Considering that, there's no kids on this ship, they better be, entertaining us with the retro games. Us millennials, us 40-year-olds. Right? I think there is a Miss Pac-Man. I'm pretty sure there is. I forget where that's at. It's on 7, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's 7.
Compared to the other cruises we've been on, I don't know how I feel about this being a smaller ship.
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it is a small ship.
It's very easy to get from one side to the, from the back to the front, from the aft to the fore.
The only thing that is throwing me off is there's no thing on the front deck where you can just look out.
There is, but you need to go up to the very, very tippy top.
We are going the wrong way though.
You're going the wrong way. Is it this way?
Yep, you go this way. See, I remember.
No, that's the pizza place.
Oh wait, is that the pizza?
I thought it was that way.
Okay, now maybe I'm turned around.
Do you have to sing me the wrong song, Paul?
I don't know. if it happens to be that way, then yes.
This way? I'm so confused.
No. I remember it from yesterday. It was this way. I think that means I have to insert the wrong song clip for both of us.
Right.
You were right, so right, and we were oh so wrong. You are smart and we are dumb, that's why we sing this song. We're idiots.
There's some awesome place to get your coffee in the morning.
One of the places. That's actually one of my only critiques about Virgin is the coffee's, it's fine. I'm grateful it's not more expensive, but and that the drip coffee is free, but it's not that good. So if you're a coffee snob or you're just used to having your Starbies, just know that you might be slightly disappointed. That's one thing I will give Royal Caribbean. At least they have Starbucks, so I know that when I'm on a Royal Caribbean cruise, that there's a certain level of coffee quality that I can have every single day that I'm just kind of not getting here. Again, very minimal critique. I'm not complaining too much. It's just not that great of coffee. So the arcade's this way?
It's this way, right by the trivia.
Okay. We got some shuffleboardage.
I still have never played shuffleboard.
And we found the arcade.
Fellow millennials like myself, X-Men.
Oh, they got classic Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong.
I suck at Donkey Kong.
No, I'm so bad at it.
Oh, that's a real classic.
How do I do it?
Just press start button. There you go. Oh wow, this is pretty much like Gauntlet Legends. And your health still ticks down.
Damn you, ghosts.
Yeah, you're not gonna get far in the dungeon if you stay back there. These games just punish you.
Yeah, they did. Jesus. Oh my God. What the hell?
You kids today think gaming is hard. You got your Elden Ring and your Dark Souls. This was the Dark Souls of our time. Well, no, this is the Dark Souls of our parents' time. Your health is still at 6668.
5 minutes later.
You are getting bombarded there. There's the exit.
Use magic to kill death.
Oh, it looks like you ain't getting far.
But I has no magic.
I think that's what the potions were for.
I'm just gonna let them kill me. I'm done.
Oh, you're just gonna let them kill you?
Yep.
Oh. I mean, you can't go any further.
Yeah, no, I am done for now.
So they have Marvel vs. Capcom in here.
The original.
The original. Oh, I have not played you in ages. Okay, I lied. I have it on my Switch.
So you have it on your Switch, you freaking liar.
Here's the best thing about the little retro arcade in here. All the games are free to play. So you don't have to buy credits. You don't have to swipe a card. Virgin includes it for free. Okay, let's see. Who is my normal team? I mean, of course you have to have Ryu. I mean, that's a given. You know what? Let's go Ryu Wolverine.
After we're done here, you want to go hit the casino before they close it down?
There we go. Round one, just like that.
I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom in years, though.
I mean, we do have it on Switch. You can always play against me.
I know, but like, I say this with love, you know, my sweet, sweet husband. But playing fighting games against you is not fun at all because there's no chance of me ever winning.
I mean, really?
Yeah, because you always just wipe the floor of my, you wipe the floor with me there. You hand my ass to me every time we play a fighting game. You don't even pretend to give me a chance.
I grew up going to the arcade as a kid.
I mean, I did too. You continued going to the arcade and playing video games, whereas I don't play video games. Stupid Mega Man.
Womp womp.
Mega Man's a piece of shit.
I can't believe I got bested by freaking Mega Man.
All right.
Well, that was some fun.
That was cute. I like the cute little arcade.
They do have Pac-Man over here, though.
Oh my God, they got Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Galaga. I love Galaga.
Mrs. Pac-Man. Here we go.
I think it's Miss Pac-Man because she don't need no man. She's a strong, independent Pac.
Come on. There you go. Come on. Save my pellets. Oh, I got it.
And cereal.
This just keeps getting harder.
Oof. Oh no! Oh, I suck at video games. Just absolutely suck. Because I mean, I don't like playing them now. But I feel like that was a cute little, way to kill some time. Really, we haven't done a lot of the activities. So, like, the thing is, like, there are other things going on board the ships. There's all your standard cruise ship stuff. You got trivia, and you got things like casino, slot tournaments, and you got wellness classes and whatnot. And they're really big on the fitness, which, as you can tell by our waistlines, Paul and I aren't big on the fitness. I say let's wander the ship for a little bit and just kind of, explore a little bit more. Maybe go find a cute little chair to sit outside, or
oh yeah, because we're going to be coming up on Cabo, and that sail up to Cabo is so
it is lovely. But I'd say let's go hit the casino real quick before they close down,
because us gamblers need to gamble.
Gotta get my gambling fix on.
A few moments later.
+1 spin.
Can't believe you got free spins. We just need more wilds.
Right.
No
some more wilds. Oh. All right, I won't say none of that.
$26.
$26 reduce on a second spin bonus. I won't complain on that. So we're dumb, like really dumb. We didn't realize there was a whole other section to the casino, the Den Casino, which is what appears to be the high limit room. But let's go take a quick look since all the machines have been disabled, since we're getting into, the area where we can't gamble.
Like, how did we not see this room? Like, how
did we miss the high limit room?
And that's the part we like to play it.
Right. Oh, I love a high limit room. I mean, we're not degenerate gamblers. Maybe we're a little bit degenerate, but not that degenerate. But like we got some Phoenix Link, we got some Ultimate Fire Link, we got Dragon Link and Buffalo.
And you got high limit tables if you want to play.
Right, and some of them aren't even that high limit. Like some of them actually start at pretty reasonable bets. So we're gonna have to hit them up later. Maybe tonight after we depart Cabo.
Because one thing about cruise casinos is you can't gamble while they are parked in port.
Right. So we're gonna have to do that maybe before bed. Let's go to the deck and see what we can see as we are approaching Mexico. Oh, look how lovely that looks already.
My favorite thing about going on a cruise that stops in Cabo is just looking out and watching the approach as you enter where the arch is.
The views are just gorgeous. It's, absolutely lovely.
Moments later.
I have to try this real quick. I haven't done this yet. I love a swing. Whee!
It's an adult swing.
Yay!
Living your virgin best. Now, I don't know how the Instagram girlies do this, but I'm gonna give it my best.
I don't really think there's like a delicate way to get in.
Well, I know that there's like a certain way I've seen on Reels where they're like sitting there and they do their little pose and then they just, lay back like this and they're just like, oh, I am living my best. Am I an influencer yet?
Not yet, nope.
That was not very influencer-like. And the sun is getting in my eye.
Yeah, no.
Rule number 1, don't try to be an influencer. Now, while James is going to look at the cabin and going out to the cabin, I'm going to come up here to what Virgin calls the perch. Now, this is essentially a giant walking track that they put on the top of the ship, and you can just walk around it. Now, since we are over to Cabo, I'm going to try and see if I can get us all some nice views. Now, there's 2 different ways that the cruise ships come. If you look out in the distance over there, the cruise ship is basically going to kind of take a circle around. It's going to bring you right over here to the arch. And our destination is going to be right in the little bit of that bay where the cruise ship's going to basically drop the anchor. And then we're going to take boats to get out to the marina. Now, one thing to keep in mind about that tendering process on Virgin, they are going to put your tender tickets on the app. The day before, they're going to give you a little push notification that will tell you when tender times come available. Now, it took James and I I'm going to say probably about 20 minutes to figure out where to book it. When you're in your Virgin app, make sure that you are going into shore things because your tender ticket to get off the ship is going to be listed in the shore things. I also want to add on here, get back to the ship on time. At least an hour before. Don't want to have to be sitting there waiting for a tender to get back to the ship and not make the ship. That would suck. However, let's take on a little bit more of those views of Cabo. You see all those little boats, you can pay somebody and they will take you out to those little beaches over there. Now, it looks like our cruise is getting ready to drop the anchor. We have stopped. And look at that lovely view of the marina at Cabo San Lucas off in the distance. You've also got some resorts over there, as well as some beaches. This is gonna be a fun day.
1 hour later.
All right, guys, so we are lining up for the tender to the port there. Cabo is a tender port, so meaning that you can't just exit the ship and walk on into the land. You have to take out a small boat from your cruise ship to the actual port. Our plan for today is to just go ashore and find something tasty to eat, maybe something tasty to drink, but we're gonna go see what we can find in Cabo. So join us, should be a fun day. And just like that, we are off the tender boat. Our plan today is no plan. We're just gonna find some place where we can eat and drink for a few hours. So let's go see what the port has to offer. One of my missions is already accomplished. I wanted to grab some inhalers from a pharmacy here because as an asthmatic, frankly, I pay way too much at home, and I got 5 inhalers for $100, so I can't complain at that. Because one inhaler for me at home costs almost $40 because we have shitty prescription coverage on our insurance. So, that's the American healthcare system in a nutshell for you. You have to pay a lot to breathe.
5 minutes later.
So one of the fun things about walking down the marina here in Cabo is that there are people selling things all over the port.
Cute little souvenirs, tours, trips to the beach,
and churros. So we decided to cave and we bought some churros. So no one else is foodies. We're gonna definitely give these churros a try.
Is that as good as it looks?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Dude, that's smart, selling churros. That lady probably makes a killing.
I know. Because churros.
Oh my God.
Those are good.
That's so good. The fry on that is amazing. Those are some damn good churros though. Oh my Lanta. I mean, Paul makes me churros at home occasionally, but I'm not gonna lie, these were better.
Yeah, my churros are not as good. So we have stopped here at La Antoneria by Maria Corona. Now, this is located a quick walk from the port. I'd probably say about a 5-minute walk.
Right along the
port.
I wish we could give you specific directions, but we just kind of walked away from where the tender boat dropped us off and kept walking until we happened to find it.
We have a starter of the melted cheese, which will be the queso fundido. We also have some fish ceviche coming, and we put in an order for some tacos. So I'm excited to see what comes out. Now they've already brought our cocktails.
I've already finished my beer.
Yeah, he's gonna have another beer coming out. But I decided to ask him for a spicy margarita. I've already taken a sip or two. It's got a nice bite. I can feel my lips burning. So if you like a spicy cocktail, they can definitely provide it here. And this is a margarita that does not hold back on the spice.
It's a cock that doesn't hold back on the spice?
No, give it a try.
Oh, that's good. It's a well-balanced margarita. It's got a nice amount of lime. It's got a good amount of tequila. But the jalapeno, the scent, the flavor is perfect. All right, guys, so we're gonna start off with some queso fundido here. We got some fresh-made corn tortillas. You can feel that they're fresh and house-made. They look delicious. Queso fundido is gonna be a mixture of melted local cheeses, some corn, some mushrooms. I think a little bit of chorizo in there too. Let's give it a bite. That's killer. Absolutely delicious. Salty, perfect, creamy. The corn tortilla has a wonderful, strong corn flavor to it. You know I love a queso fundido.
Let's give this a bite. That is full of flavor. I'm getting flavors of the cheese. I'm not getting much of the chorizo. I know the chorizo is a little light. I think a lot of the other things that are in the cheese complement it because you're just getting that little hint of it that's there.
All right, guys, now it's time to try a little bit of fish ceviche here. We got some white fish, some onion, a little bit of jicama, looks like some tomato. Now, let's try it as is first. That's really good. It's got a great flavor to it. Feels very fresh and delicious. We'll try a little red salsa here. Doesn't need the salsa, but it's good with it.
Ceviche time. Now, I'm just glad that there's an option for ceviche that isn't shrimp because I can't have it, but I could totally have ceviche made with fish. Let's give this a bite.
Honestly, whenever we're in a coastal part of Mexico, ceviche is my favorite thing. It's so fresh, so delicious. Like as a kid, this never appealed to me, but as an adult.
No, I will second that. As a kid, I didn't like the idea of just fish that was cured with lime juice, but you know what? It works.
It really does.
So good, too. Put some salsa on here. Let's give that a bite. That red salsa is amazing.
All right, guys, it's taco time. Now, we got some tripa tacos, we got some buche, and we got some pulpo, some garlic pulpo. So when you see a lime, you squeeze a lime. We're gonna put that all over these tacos here. This is our garlicky octopus one. Actually, I forgot to mention that. I'm gonna go with my favorite though, which is tripa. We got these delicious, again, fresh corn tortillas. Tripa is one of my favorite tacos. And then if you've never had tripa, it's tripe. It's beef intestine. It's so good. It's so chewy. There's almost kind of this weird smoky flavor to it, just like naturally. But I love it. Absolutely one of my favorite tacos.
Okay, now I'm gonna go with the buche. Let's give this a bite. It's soft, it's rich, it's velvety, it's fatty. It's got everything you want in a taco. It just has that flavor and texture. You know, it's not spicy. You're gonna need some of that salsa on top of it. And I'm actually gonna go put a little bit more on because I like to kick myself up a notch. One more bite.
All right, Paul has advised me to try the octopus. So I'm gonna go in on the octopus au naturel first. This is a garlicky octopus. Again, these really yummy homemade tortillas. Wonderful chew to that. Fantastic, actually. The octopus is cooked to the point where it's chewy, but not like overly chewy. The garlic flavor is strong. I'm gonna add a little of this green salsa and try that because I just feel like green salsa would go good for this. And I love a salsa verde. That's my favorite type of salsa. Yes. Yes, queen. Makes it even better. Oh my God. Everything we've had here tastes so fresh, so delicious. I would definitely consider coming back here next time we're in Cabo. Now guys, we're gonna wrap up what we've got here, pay our tab, and immediately head back to the ship. We'll see you soon. Stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, so we are walking back to the tender port. I gotta say though, that was delicious. Nothing like some fresh ceviche right on the water. I enjoyed my beer. Paul enjoyed his spicy margarita.
That was so good.
Those octopus tacos, oh man, so yummy. I love an octopus taco. That's not something we get at home either. Now, just keep in mind that if you do come to Cabo San Lucas or pretty much any port town in Mexico, you are going to be accosted repeatedly to buy souvenirs. That's a thing.
Also, I will definitely say this. Make sure that you tip generously if you are dining.
You are guests in their country. Don't be a rude white person. Don't be a gringo.
No. In fact, I do want to give a shout out to our server. He was awesome.
Spoke very good English too. Jesus.
Very good, which, oh my God, because my Spanish sucks.
Right. He spoke better English than some white people I know. So, but yeah, that being said, we had a good time. I wish we had more time.
I wish we had more time, but as with everything with the cruise ship, you want to get there back early to the ship.
You don't want to be that person who is holding up the rest of everyone else.
And because this is a tender port and we have to wait on the ship to get back, we're going to go ahead and take our ship back.
Anyway, we'll check in with you guys once we're back on the ship.
Later that night.
Okie dokie, friends. We have made it, of course, back on board the Brilliant Lady. We've taken a little bit of time to relax and change outfits, of course, for dinner. Now, tonight, we're going to be dining at the Test Kitchen. The Test Kitchen is going to be found on all Virgin Voyage ships. It's a restaurant that specializes in unique, creative presentations and molecular gastronomy. Now, this is one of those ones that I've heard that either you love it or you hate it. So we're really excited to check it out. The menu of the Test Kitchen rotates. It can even vary on the voyage, from one night to another. So let's head inside, get seated, and have some dinner. All right, so we have been seated here at the counter Test Kitchen. Now, a lot of the seating here is going to be a countertop seating. I asked to be moved to a lower top because my bad knee really kind of hurts when I have to dangle my leg like that, and I'm not very tall. So now they started us with some chamomile tea. I can't speak, and I believe this is to kind of cleanse and activate our palate here. That is delightful. All right, so we've gone ahead and placed our order. We're going to get the, of course, regular menu as well as the vegetarian menu, so we can try a little bit of everything and show you what they might be doing for those of you who may not be meat eaters. We've also ordered a cocktail pairing, so there'll be 5 cocktails throughout the course of the meal, which should be very fun, especially towards the end. Hopefully it should be just as delicious as it looks like it's fun. So we've got our first round of cocktails here, as well as our first course. This is going to be the smolder. Now the smolder is going to be made with Del Maguey, Vita Mezcal, pineapple, honey, lime, and spice. That sounds lovely. They basically say it's akin to a spicy margarita. You're going to love that. Ooh. You're going to love that.
Let's give this a sip. Oh my God, I do love it.
The mezcal, I love mezcal and pineapple.
It's smoky, it's spicy. I'm enjoying every bit of that. So we're gonna move on to our first course, which is going to be eggplant with nori. And it's going to consist of pieces of eggplant on top of a panna cotta with a soy sauce and a nori tuile. Give this a little bit of a bite. It's a deconstructed idea of almost like what you would get with a sushi roll. And I'm here for it. But you're also getting just a burst of umami with just the soy sauce. Wow.
Now mine is going to be very similar to Paul's, except instead of eggplant, I've got eel. Now, of course, we're going to try off each other's plates here because I love eggplant, so I'm looking forward to that. So let's get a nice big spoonful of everything. A little bit of eel, a little bit of panna cotta, some soy.
Isn't that awesome?
That's so good.
Isn't it just like a hit of umami?
You're absolutely right. The soy sauce is killer. Absolutely killer. For the next round of cocktails in our cocktail pairing, we have what is essentially called the apple. This is going to be Grey Goose vodka, Dolan dry vermouth, and a salted apple cordial. It's basically a martini with a salted apple cordial. Let's give it a shot. Smells delightful though. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. You get the appleiness, you get a little bit of salt, you get the brininess from the olive. That's good. Why does that work?
Let's go ahead and give it a sip. You know, I don't hate it. This is not the type of cocktail I go out of my way for. You know what? Second sip, I'm quite enjoying it.
Oh. Go for it, yeah. Oh, that's sexy. This is a scallop and black garlic dish, but there's a whole lot more to it as well. And I will say it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful presentation. I'm not quite sure where to start, so I'm just gonna go in from one side here. Looks like it's shredded scallop. There's like a subtle, I mean, the scallop is actually, you know, has a nice little sweetness to it, good flavor to it. Yeah, no, I'm not quite sure what everything else is in here. Looks like a little bit of like zucchini, maybe? That's fantastic.
Now, this is the vegetable papilote, which basically means vegetables cooked in paper.
I do love a veggie dish.
I know, like this, so far, the first one quite impressed me. I'm seeing little bits of zucchini here.
I love zucchini, so I'm gonna take a big bite of that.
The sauce on the bottom that it was cooked in gives it just a little bit of element of that acid. I'm getting the taste of the zucchini. It's almost like zucchini done multiple ways. I'm not the hugest zucchini fan, but I will give it this. I think I've been turned into a fan.
For our next cocktail, we've got the honeydew. Now this is gonna be Forge Gin, Talicus Bergamot Liqueur, Midori, and fresh honeydew melon. I'm not normally a Midori guy, so we'll see how this treats me. Paul likes Midori way more than I do, so he'll probably enjoy this more than me, but let's give it a swig. It's not my favorite, and I think it's the Midori. Don't get me wrong, like, as soon as you take a swig, the first thing that hits you is that scent of Midori and honeydew melon. If you like honeydew melon, you're probably gonna love this.
Now, as the Midori fan of this relationship, it smells like honeydew. Let's give it a sip. You know what? I quite enjoy it. It's almost like having a honeydew juice.
Well, I tell you what, here, put your glass down for me. More for you.
More for me. Oh, that is a great cocktail, which is going to lead me to dive into the next entree, which is the tofu berry tart. Now, our server explained that this is going to be a mix of tofu with goji berries. It's also going to have a shaved topping. He did explain that it is a quinoa shell. He said to pick it up with your hands, take a bite. That is a unique flavor. I'm getting kind of an earthy flavor. I'm not getting anything sweet. It's more savory. I won't say that I hate it, but I'm also kind of indifferent with it. Now, he did say to also take a bite of this onion bread that he brought out. So take a bite of the tart, bite of the bread. Flaky, savory, delicious. I'm loving that onion bread.
Now, I also have a tart, but this is a cheese tart instead of a tofu tart. It's gonna be made with blue cheese, brie, and goat cheese. Let's pick that up. That blue cheese is incredibly strong in that. I honestly don't know if I like that. It's okay. I'm gonna try the onion bread though. Wow, that's so good. I mean, it's obviously a laminated dough. It's a croissant. It's almost like a croissant dough that's been rolled up like a cinnamon roll. That's delicious. For our next cocktail, we've got the pear, which is going to be 10-to-1 dark rum, pear liqueur, lime, pear cider, and chocolate bitters. Interesting combination.
Interesting combination. Cheers.
Oh, I smell the bitters.
You know,
That's fair enough. What was going to be?
I actually don't like this one.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a little too much going on with it. Okay, more for you.
More for me. I mean, I gave you my melon, my honeydew. So I'll drink your pear. I like this one. Ooh, that's good. All right, now we have the study of chicken here. I'm going to go ahead and go off for this piece here on the outer portion. It's very tender. Oh, like butter. That just melts in your mouth. That is some of the most tender chicken ever. Let's try a little bit of this. I think he said potato puree with asparagus and spinach. That's delicious. Absolutely delicious. The asparagus and spinach flavor is solid. You still get mostly potato, but it is really well salted. Definitely hits the right notes. This chicken, though, is killer. Now, I'm going to try the other piece of chicken because it's chicken two ways. It's all good, though. Not as tender as the first piece, but really, really good. You mentioned something about, like, chicken sausage being stuffed inside, but I'm not quite sure I See, oh, I see it. Okay. That's an interesting concept. It's a chicken dish, though. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, it is a chicken dish.
I mean, it's a study of chicken.
It is a study of chicken. But who asked for this study? Who funded the study? That's what I want to know.
I have the gnocchi, which is going to consist with some butternut squash, some sesame, some pumpkin seeds.
No, I know we love gnocchi and butternut squash. It's a great combo.
I do too. Like we make it at home every once in a while. Let's give this a bite. That's got a great flavor. Not sure if I'm getting the black sesame, but I haven't gotten any of the black sesame on top yet. Let's give it one more bite. If you would never tell me that this was vegetarian, I wouldn't know. This is probably my favorite dish so far of this meal.
All right, for our next cocktail, we have got the coconut, which is going to be made with Omega Altos Reposado Tequila, Campari, Dolan Rouge, Vermouth, coconut water, and coconut foam. I can't lie, I'm not a Campari kind of guy, so I don't know if I'm going to like this one.
Let's give it a cheers.
Nope.
Yeah, it might be the Campari.
It's the Campari for me. I don't like Campari.
You know what? I will take yours for the team. I will take the sacrifice for you. Double fist it.
All right. Well, next up for our dessert, we have got the coconut berry dessert here, which is going to be similar to a coconut sorbet. There is a vegan chocolate like powder down below. And berries. Looks pretty interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's give it a bite. I'm going with the vegetarian dish this round. That's delicious. Absolutely delicious.
They brought out the yuzu meringue, which is basically going to consist of meringue on the top, Italian meringue on the bottom, a yuzu cream on top of sable cookies. Let's give this a bite. I think this is an well-executed dessert. I will say that my only critique is I was maybe expecting a little more yuzu flavor, but it's like that hint or a wisp of yuzu.
All right, let's give it a nice bite there. I normally love yuzu, so I'm a little disappointed to hear Paul say it's not very yuzu forward. You're right. I feel like you could use triple the amount of yuzu and it would be way better. If you're gonna call it a yuzu meringue, I want to be kicked in the face with yuzu. All right, guys, we're gonna finish our desserts and we'll be back with our final thoughts on Test Kitchen in just a moment. All right, we are back in our cabin. Now, originally we were gonna try to go to a show tonight. Admittedly, we haven't actually gone to any of the live entertainment since we've been on Virgin, but we've been doing so much other stuff, and then, you know, we're kind of early to bed guys. Like, we're not late night guys anymore. Mostly because we're early risers. Like, our bodies just wake us up naturally at 5 a.m. every day, no matter what. Let's talk about Test Kitchen.
Test Kitchen was amazing.
Yes.
If you're a foodie.
If you're a foodie and you're an adventurous eater, Test Kitchen was a lot of fun. If you are more picky or you don't like things to be deconstructed, you know, artistic, it may not be for you. I still encourage trying it because you never know. Try new things. You might love it. All in all, though, we had fun. I love the specialty. I mean, I love the different restaurants that Virgin offers on its ships. And it's definitely been a big selling point for us. So
now, with that all in mind, though, you do have to book these as soon as your dining window comes open.
Yeah, as soon as they start letting reservations be made, we encourage you to book them because they
sell out.
Yeah, and otherwise, all you're going to have is openings for Gunbae
or the Galley.
Well, I mean, the Galley.
The Galley, you could just grab stuff.
We literally just grabbed stuff before coming back. I mean, it's not like, you know, we didn't have a full meal at Test Kitchen, but, you know, they were small portions. We're like, I could go for a side of fries, and Paul got himself an omelet. I mean, that's one of the wonderful things about the Galley is it's open, you know, there's something available, you know, at all times of the day.
And a lot of times you don't get that on other cruise ships.
That being said, we are beat. I definitely, walking around Cabo took a little bit out of us today. The sun was kind of brutal, it was kind of muggy. But we had fun, you know, and we had tasty ceviche, yummy queso fundido. I had a beer, Paul had a killer spicy margarita. It was nice just to go ashore for a little bit, but I think I'm ready for bed. I'm gonna eat my French fries, and then I think it's time for bed.
The next morning.
It is day 4 of our sailing aboard Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna go to the galley, grab some coffee, maybe a little breakfast. Anyway, let's see what kind of breakfast we can find.
Well, we have not done hot off the press yet.
Not done hot off the press. I've been wanting to come there for lunch. So that might have to be a tomorrow or next day thing. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Oh, hazelnut, raspberry. Oh, they have little sandwiches. Oh, the buffalo mozzarella doesn't look bad. It took us 4 days, but we finally got to hot off the press. It's kind of tucked away back here in the galley.
Right, and now we keep going to all the other places because we keep getting distracted with other stuff. All right, I see. We've had breakfast in the galley, several mornings down this trip already, and we did not even realize that there's a lovely little outdoor deck where we can come sit out and have an ocean view as we enjoy our breakfast. How lovely is that? I'm so happy about that. Anyway, I also gotta say, I love the galley's breakfast. I love the little assortments of different things we can get. I love that I can get as much as I want. It's just like a buffet, except you're not touching any nasty tongs that everyone else has been touching.
I will take a food haul over a buffet any day. Like, if you watch the rest of our Vegas videos, you know that's always been my stance.
I'm so over buffets, except for maybe like a good Chinese buffet. But like, other than that, man, I hate buffets. Okay, a good brunch buffet. Maybe one that's not like, a permanent buffet, but like a special weekend buffet. Anyway, I had to get one of those quiches again because they were so good. It's literally the same quiche as yesterday, and it's delicious. Let's try this little sausage, cheese, egg, English muffin. I couldn't think of the word there. Let's try it au naturel first before I doctor it up with that ketchup. Yes, I put ketchup in my breakfast sandwiches. Shut up. It's not mind-blowing. It's fine. There might be a tiny hint of spice on that sauce. I do wish it was slightly warmer, but other than that could just be because it's been sitting out here for a few seconds as I've been gathering other stuff. If you want like a English muffin breakfast sandwich, it's a good option. I just don't think it's anything to write home about. I also got one of those pork sausage rolls I love so much from yesterday. Absolutely delicious. If you watched the last episode in our series of Brilliant Lady Cruise Days, you already know I love this pork sausage roll. But I got a bacon, avocado, and tomato sandwich from Hot Off the Press. So let's give that a shot. But I love a BLT, so. Literally everything I expected in a BLT. It's delicious. The bread's nice and crispy. Bacon's tasty. Tomatoes crisp and cool. Avocado adds some creaminess to it. It's delicious. My little assortment for breakfast is pretty darn good, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Now, Hot Off the Press specializes in pressed sandwiches like paninis. I decided to go with 2 of them. Now, they had a ham and cheese that looked kind of delicious. Let's give this a bite. I will say it's not mind-blowing. It's not stellar, but I do love the bread on it. It's got your ham, egg, and cheese. They're using nice cold cuts of ham. Now for this buffalo mozzarella, wow, that is a soggy bottom.
Oh no.
But that is to be expected because they are using buffalo mozzarella, which is it is a very soft cheese that has a lot of moisture to it. It does soften the bread though. So if you are not looking for that type of texture and you're not looking for soggy bread, maybe avoid this one, but let's give it a bite. All criticism aside though, I think it tastes delicious. I am getting that soft mozzarella flavor, a little acidity from the tomato, but it tastes great.
While Paul's chewing, I'm gonna take a moment to just pan over and show you our little ocean view here. Yes, nothing for miles, but we should be arriving at Mazatlan very shortly.
Now we're gonna go ahead and finish up everything we got here in the galley, and then we will be back to get ready for our excursion. And we are making our way into Mazatlan. Breakfast is complete. We are on our way in.
All right, sailors, it is time for us to head down to Deck 7, where we're gonna meet up for our shore excursion. I'm very excited about spending a day at a beach club. Sounds lovely. Though I do love Mazatlan. It's one of my absolute favorite ports. It's just gorgeous. A tropical paradise, if you ask me. I will give Virgin this compared to some of our experiences on Royal Caribbean. They're for the most part pretty good about the whole queuing and organization here. Now, I think we're in the right place, but there's a lot of people here right now.
A few minutes later.
So now, as James was alluding to earlier, Virgin is a little bit different in how they set you up to queue for things and how they do your excursions. We have nice little handy dandy cards. They scanned one of our bands, gave us our cards. We're all just sitting here just kind of chilling in the lounge. Quiet, orderly. The card system works. I'm pretty sure they're going to just call our number card and then we just go with our group.
And now we play the waiting game. So we're just sitting here in the SIP lounge, hanging out till they call us, which shouldn't be too much longer. I just wish that they would have actually had the SIP lounge open, because man, they would make a killing if they offered cocktails for cocktail service. While everyone's sitting here waiting for their shore excursions.
5 minutes later.
All right, so they have called our number and we are headed off the ship.
Sometimes you don't know what number you got, and sometimes you don't know where you're going.
If you pay attention to what they tell you, you'll be fine.
Yes, but sometimes some of us are sitting here
on your phone.
Yes, on your phone.
Being a ditzy little bimbo.
Yes, and having to check social media and other stuff.
I love you, my husband, but you are a ditzy little bimbo.
I just want to make sure we ain't getting on the wrong bus and going the wrong place.
You would.
Oh my God, that would suck. But yeah, sometimes I just, okay, am I in the right line?
3.
This is always the part about excursions where I'm just okay, if I only wait a little less, I could do the zip line.
At least we're going to be on an air-conditioned bus. And we're off. Yay! All right, we are wristbanded up and heading into the Shekinah Beach Club. Now, I'm not sure if Paul was recording or not, but they recommended, they advised that while you can get down to the actual beach, the beach is not considered safe for swimming because of stingrays, jellyfish, and so some high intensity waves. So we won't be swimming on the beach, but there is several pools here and lookout spots. So we're gonna find where we're supposed to go. Because honestly, I'm very confused. I don't know what's reserved and what's not.
There is a beautiful pool though that we can use.
Alrighty guys, we are here at the Shekinah Beach Club. We've got our lounge chairs, a beautiful view of the ocean, and we've got a couple palomas to start the day. I love a paloma, especially when I'm sitting near the beach, so cheers, my love. Cheers! Oh, that's good. That's refreshing. I don't know about you though. I think I'm ready to take a dip in the water. You ready to go for swimming?
About as ready as I'll ever be.
No, you're being a grumpy Gus today. All right, I'm gonna go take a dip in the water.
Now, the Shekinah Beach Club features everything you need to have a great beach day. From Instagram swings to a pool to lounge chairs by the beach. They even have an adults-only pool tucked away. However, while the pool may look nice, this is definitely not one to lounge in because it is pretty deep. But you can swim to your heart's content, and there's even a hidden grotto. There's also a lot of spaces to just snap pics or take in all the fun decor spaced all around. Now, we paid $120 each for this excursion through the cruise line, and in the next vlog of this series, you will learn exactly why that is the most important thing to do. I always preach, book your excursions with the cruise line. Yes, it's more expensive. Yes, you will pay more, but I am also very thankful that we had booked this with the cruise line. Now, as we alluded to at the beginning of the video, something happened that would change the course of our cruise for the remainder of the voyage. And after filming our B-roll of us going to the Instagram swings and heading back to our lounge chairs, James, of his own fault, accidentally slipped on the wet deck, took a tumble, landed directly on, and felt a pop in his bad knee. If you've been following this cruise vlog series, then you may be aware that he mentioned his bad knee in prior parts of the voyage.
Come on. I'm fatter than you are and I have a bad knee. That hurts my knees. Ow!
Oh, did I just hit you?
Yeah, that's okay. I asked to be moved to a lower top because my bad knee really kind of hurts when I have to dangle my leg like that.
And I kept that information into the vlogs because foreshadowing. What happened next was a night that had us wondering just how do you deal with an injury on the cruise, let alone an injury on an excursion. I mean, we have to get back on the ship. That is non-negotiable because while I love Mexico, there is absolutely no way that we are letting the ship leave without us while James and I would be stuck in a hospital. And the onboard medical center, even with our US health insurance, it's not covered, so that would be an insane out-of-pocket cost. So the rest of our afternoon became a blur as I was worried sick. James could barely walk, and to get back to the ship, not only did I have to help him hobble back to the tour bus, but there was a long walk from the tour bus through the port merchants and a tram to have to take it back to the ship, all while he was in excruciating pain. So dealing with all of this, I wanted to stop filming. But James, on the other hand, said, the show must go on. So without further ado, let's roll the rest of the footage that we did capture, where we at least sampled some food.
Flashback.
All right, and our food has arrived. They included fish tacos and burgers, but we did ask them for a menu, and we're just purchasing some food for ourselves because honestly, we just want something a little more authentic. So we have a plate here of mackerel ceviche, which looks like it's served with the Mexican Tostitos chips, which are really awesome. And we have crispy tacos de popo, which are basically octopus tacos.
Which looks so good.
They look really good. So let's start digging into them here. Now we're at a little bit of an odd angle here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the ceviche, a little bit of the chip. That was really good. That was some fresh ceviche too.
All right, guys, my turn to try the ceviche here. Fresh, delicious, exactly what I want sitting by a beach. Other interesting little tidbit of information here. I just took a spill coming down the stairs, and I feel so bad and feel so embarrassed because everyone was, of course, turning to look. Everyone was rushing over to make sure I'm okay. Okay, so my knee hurts a little bit, but as someone who has a bad knee, who has often takes a spill, hell, I have taken the same type of spill for, getting into the Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios. I'm like, please don't fuss over me. I'm fine, I'll be okay. I can still stand, I can still walk. It just hurts like hell, but I'm okay. And I'm sure once the ibuprofen I just took kicks in, I'll be much better. I'll be even better once I get back to the cruise ship and I can get to my Vicodin. So that being said, that's why I have Vicodin in case that happens, because it happens all too often. But I'm gonna enjoy this ceviche too. Maybe that will help me feel better. And yeah, I think Paul's right. These are the salsa verde Tostitos, I'm pretty sure. And they're not like the ones in the US. The main difference between the Mexican version and the US version is that the US version is more flimsy and it doesn't really hold up well, but the Mexican version has a better corn flavor and it's also a sturdier chip. And they love the Tostito salsa verde here, so I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, it just came out with these chips. All right, guys, time for our tacos de popo. I love an octopus taco. Remember, if you see a lime, you squeeze a lime. I'm just gonna squeeze it all over these bad boys. I think if I read the menu correctly, it mentioned about like an Asian-inspired sauce on it, which I'm not angry. Oh, some big octopus. That's so good. Crispy, crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. I'm not quite sure about the sauce. Like, I really can't just quite figure out a way to describe it, but it does taste kind of Asian-inspired. And it's really yummy. And it's served on blue corn tortillas. This is really delicious. My turn to try one of these octopus tacos. I love the fact that they are on blue corn. Go ahead and, there's a whole tentacle that makes up this one. It's so good. That looks amazing. It's hard to describe the flavor of what makes it like Asian, but I am getting kind of a soy and ginger from it. It's almost like a little bit
a soy ginger sauce and that's drizzled on top of fried octopus. And I'm quite happy with that. The blue corn kind of rounds it out. You know what? This is a great taco. And you're sitting there with the ocean views behind you. Yeah, like I'm having a lot of fun on this excursion, despite the fact that I barely got in the pool.
You're not a water bear.
No, I'm not. I usually like to just come and vibe, you know, like I'm having a lot of fun. You know, I'm usually like the mama bear that's like, I'll watch the stuff, I'll sit and vibe, y'all go have fun. Oh, this is a good octopus taco. Now we're gonna go ahead and let James rest for a bit on that knee and we'll be back to you shortly.
One eternity later.
That was a long trek back to the ship.
Yes. Well, the Shekinah Beach Club was absolutely lovely. The whole me injuring my knee was not. So we are back here at the ship. I was able to hobble back to the ship. I am laying in bed here, just taking pressure off my leg. I was able to, with the help of Paul, hobble to back to the ship and back to the room. I've taken some painkillers that I have for just this reason, exactly. We're gonna relax in our cabin until it's dinner time. Paul will help me hobble to Rojo by Razzle Dazzle for dinner. So, I mean, I'm not done. I'm determined to try and make the most of this because we have been waiting for this cruise for 2 years. I'm determined to get my money's worth as much as possible and bring you the best vlog I can. Thankfully, my amazing husband's going to go out for Scarlet Night after dinner, and I'm going to come back to the room and relax and probably just, watch TV, and Paul will make sure he gets some Scarlet Night stuff here for you guys. I was so looking forward to going out tonight and having a little party time, but it's not on the cards for me. I'm a trooper. I'm determined to push through this as best as possible and not let this affect me any more than it has to. I know that, obviously when this video comes out, it's going to be weeks after the cruise, but I know a lot of you are going to, probably try an offer of suggestions and or support, and I appreciate that. I really do love you all, and it sucks. It's just my shitty luck. Hey, at least I didn't break a bone. I don't think I tore anything. Having torn things in my knee before, this doesn't quite feel like it, but boy, is my leg swollen. I just think I pulled something. We'll see how things go. But for the time being, I was at least able to, get back to the cabin and lay down. How it's going to affect the rest of our trip is yet to be seen. Thankfully, there's no more ports at this point. It's just the next 2 days are going to be sea days. Tomorrow, our plan is to try and hit up as many of the bars as possible. But I'm looking forward to dinner. I've heard a lot of things about Razzle Dazzle, or in this case, Rojo by Razzle Dazzle. So hopefully it's delicious. But for the time being, I'm watching White Lotus, and I'm going to lay here in bed.
Later that night.
All right. I'm trying to power through this. I'm in excruciating pain, but we have made it to dinner. We are tonight dining at Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, which is going to be a Spanish concept. So a lot of tapas and things like that. Now, I've heard some mixed reviews about this, but I'm excited to give it a shot. Hopefully, we enjoy our experience, especially since I am trying to hobble to get to the restaurant here. I am so eternally grateful for my husband, who is literally giving me a shoulder to lean on right now. That being said, my friends, this is for you guys. Like I'm trying to participate as much as possible for you because I want to bring you the best video that we can, and it's obviously not going to turn out as well as I want it to. But let's go check out Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, get some tasty food, and come along with us.
All right, so we've just been seated here at Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, and I do have to say, I've never actually had Spanish tapas before. So this is going to be a new experience for me. Now, the menu that they have here starts out with jamón, quesos, and pinchos, your tapas, grand plates. So we're just gonna order a whole mass of things and bring them out to the table and show it all off to you. I'm excited to dine here. Now, this is a new concept to the Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady. Let's check it out.
Alrighty guys, our drinks have arrived for the evening. I've gone with the sangria because I figure that just screams Spanish tapas. So this is the Sangria del Sol with Grand Duke de Alba Sherry, Cointreau, red wine, orange, and lemon. All right, let's give the sangria a try. That's delightful. Good orange notes, citrus you get from the Cointreau. The sherry is strong. A little bit of hint of salinity in there, a little tiny bit of like saltiness to it. Oh, very good. I'm enjoying that sangria.
So I decided to go with the CVNE Cava Brut Rosé. I love a rosé, and it's sparkling. What's not to love? Let's give it a sip.
When you can't decide between red or white.
And when you can't decide between red or white, it's delicious.
Alrighty guys, our tapas have arrived and we got a lot, so we're gonna try and rapid fire this here. Now, I'm gonna start with the oxtail montadito. Now this is gonna be made of oxtail, of course, caramelized onion, mahone cheese, and crostini on top of a crostini. Let's grab one of these guys here. I do love oxtail. Mmm. Mmm. So tender, melts in your mouth. Reminds me of short rib, actually. Nice and creamy and salty from the cheese. Crostini's perfectly crisp. This is a wonderful little tapa. Now I'm gonna go for my favorite beef tartare. Let's crack this beautiful egg yolk here. Now their beef tartare is going to be made with manzanilla olives, horseradish, egg yolk, and potato chips on the side. I also love potato chips for beef tartare. It's so wonderfully kitschy and retro. Seriously, you don't see potato chips with beef tartare too often.
We never do.
Because it's a very 70s thing. All right, let's get a good helping there. It's not as good as I was hoping for. Honestly, I think I'm missing the Dijon that's normally beef tartare. It's missing some flavor. It's okay.
So I'm gonna start off here with the jamon croquettes with a roasted garlic aioli. These look crispy, these look soft. Let's give it a bite. You know, I quite like that flavor. It's soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. I do think it needs that roasted garlic aioli because it does need something to kind of give it that extra depth, but overall not bad at all. I'm not getting a lot of the jamon though. I'm gonna go ahead with the polpo a la grill. Now the polpo a la grill is going to consist of olive confit octopus, brown butter potato, fondue, and pimenton, which is basically going to be a cheesy octopus rounded out with a little bit of potatoes. Let's give it a bite. This one's a little complicated to describe because it's very muted as far as the pimenton. The octopus itself is a little bit on the more tougher side.
It really is.
It's not bad, but if you don't like that rubberiness with your octopus, you may not like this dish. It's okay. Now we're gonna move on to the jamon iberico with Marcona almonds. This is just something fun to nosh on. You get a little bit of your almonds, you get a little bit of your jamon. That's all the fun of charcuterie, which that's what it is. So let's give this a bite. That's a great way to start your meal. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish off all of our tapas here, and then we'll be back once the mains arrive.
Alrighty, friends, our entrees have arrived. I've gone with the costillas de la matanza, which is baby back pork ribs, harissa honey, za'atar, and labna. I know that I should probably be delicate and go fork and knife it, but meh, they're pork ribs. I'm gonna pick it up here. All right, let's get this bite here. Smells delicious. I can smell this. I can smell the za'atar. The harissa honey and za'atar are the primary flavors there. They kind of overpower the pork itself. So the pork is not bad. It's very tender, falls off the bone, which in my experience tends to say it's been overcooked. If pork ribs should not fall off the bone. That means you cooked it too long. It is a little dry. All in all though, I'm not against it. It's not a bad dish. I think it's quite good. I just wish it would have been cooked a little bit less because it's become dry at this point. Let's try the little bit of labna though. Creamy. Now we also got some patatas bravas here, which are just fingerling potatoes with a pimenton aioli. I'm gonna go in for one here on the side, little guy. Well seasoned, good amount of salt, cooked nicely. They're very tender, but at the end of the day, it's a fingerling potato. Nothing super mind blowing.
Now I went with the chuleta a la parrilla, which is essentially going to be a Spanish ribeye. So let's go ahead and tuck in here. You see a lemon, you squeeze a lemon.
You see a lemon, you squeeze a lemon. Such lemony juices.
It's definitely a little closer to medium side.
How's the middle look? You can't judge from the outside. Oh, the middle actually looks even more cooked. How is that possible?
I don't know. Let's take a little bit from the middle.
Yeah, the middle looks even more, the middle looks closer to medium well than the outside, more than the outside does. How did they do that?
No, it's medium rare. I think it's closer to the medium side, but it's medium rare. I will say that steak does have some flavor, but the pimento and these shallots seem to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Right. It needs salt too.
It does need some salt.
It's drastically missing salt.
I think you're gonna need to rely on all the extra garnishes for it to work. Now, we're gonna go ahead and finish up everything that we have here for our mains, and we're gonna hopefully save some room for dessert.
We have
to save some room for dessert because
we need something to redeem it.
We do, we really do.
There's been too many misses on this meal. All right, friends, now it's time for dessert, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe this will be the redemption round. I've gone with a flan de queso de cabra, which is a goat cheese flan served with pecans and a smoked maple syrup. I think that sounds lovely. Looks like there's also blueberries on here. It's not bad, but I think if I didn't know it was goat cheese, you could probably tell me it's regular flan, and I would never know the difference. The smoked maple syrup is doing the heavy lifting here. The pecans have a good, crunch to them, but they're still just pecans and easily overpowered by the smoked maple syrup. The blueberries doesn't have much. It's not bad though. I do love a flan. I feel like the pecans are there for texture. If you want something light, and you especially like maple, this is a good option.
So I decided to go with a Basque cheesecake with a quince membrillo. If you're not familiar with a Basque cheesecake, it's a cheesecake that you just intentionally overbake. Oh, it cuts perfectly. It's got a great texture. Let's give it a bite. You know, I quite enjoy this.
I'm kind of curious about the quince.
Does it add something extra?
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. I think the cheesecake is a standout star tonight.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna go ahead and finish our desserts here, and then we'll be back with our final thoughts on Rojo by Razzle Dazzle.
All right, sailors. I gotta say, Rojo by Razzle Dazzle was okay. There were certain things I think they did pretty well, and other things not so well. My issue was pork ribs were overcooked, octopus was overcooked, his steak was overcooked. I'm sensing a theme.
I think a lot of things they sounded great on paper, but in execution, they probably weren't executed the best.
Your steak was kind of bland, despite having a lot of topping on it. The beef tartare was bland. You even said the hamon croquettes were kind of bland. I don't know. I just feel like they could have really amped up the seasoning on a lot of things, and it would have been a better experience. I'm glad we did it. If it's your first Virgin Voyage, try it. Everyone's palate is different. What we may think may not be your experience, but this is maybe one that I don't know if we would book again on a future Virgin Voyage. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and hobble me to the cabin where I'm going to retire for the night and get off my busted up knee. Paul is going to be a super sweet husband and show you guys some of the Scarlet Night events. So stay tuned, this video is not over yet.
That was crazy. We just got back from dinner and just all of a sudden that happened. That's Scarlet Night.
5 minutes later.
All right, we've made it out to the main pool area for Scarlet Night. Let's go check it out.
We are ready for our Scarlet Night finale. My name is Caricature, I'm the diva. Say hi, Cara. Are we ready to get this party going?
Thank you all! Tonight, we honor the octopus goddess and safe passage for our voyage. But first, a toast to the sailor. Raise your glass and repeat after me. By the cut of your jib.
By the cut of your jib.
By the flight of the crow.
By the flight of the crow.
If there's no wind to sail.
If there's no wind to sail.
Then
Okay, I can see why people like Scarlet Night so much. That is a vibe. Oh my God.
Hello everyone and welcome to day 5 of our 6 nights aboard the Brilliant Lady here at Virgin Voyages. Now today it's a day at sea. If you have been following along so far, and don't worry if you haven't, each day is kind of its own individual thing, but if you haven't, you know that yesterday I took a bit of a tumble and injured my knee, and I've been kind of down for the count. But, so a quick update, we did end up going to the infirmary here aboard the ship this morning because we found out that since the accident occurred on a official shore excursion, that it didn't end up costing us anything to go to the infirmary. So that is one of those reasons why you want to consider booking shore excursions through your cruise line rather than booking them separately. Not only are you, of course, guaranteed to make it back to the ship, without the ship leaving you behind, but you are also guaranteed, certain coverage that in the event of an emergency, or need to be seen by an infirmary, that the ship will take care of you. So long story short, we went to the infirmary, they checked out my knee, confirmed that no major ligaments are torn, thank God. They gave me a knee brace, which is helping quite a bit. They also gave me some naproxen for the swelling, but I've got other painkillers I'm using as well. And they also hooked me up with a wheelchair to use today and tomorrow, so that way we can continue bringing the vlogs, because my sweet, caring, overprotective husband kept telling me, oh, we should stop filming, we don't need to keep filming. I'm like, no, we paid way too much money for this cruise. We're gonna keep this vlog going for you viewers because we wanna show you everything that we can, our Virgin Voyages. So, that being said, it's a sea day. Now the goal, if you can't tell by our shirts, is to drink. We're gonna do some serious drinking. So our goal is to hit up as many of the bars on board as possible. And thankfully my chauffeur is gonna push me around in that wheelchair. Honestly, I want to drink until I can't feel feelings or pain anymore. That's my goal. I want to be so numb from like head to toe. That's how drunk I wanna get today.
So stick with us on today's bar crawl edition of James and Paul Try It All.
Should be a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go hop in the wheelchair and let's get started. This is gonna sound super weird, but sitting in the wheelchair and being pushed around brings me back to my Rocky Horror Picture Show days playing Dr. Scott.
Oh my God, it totally does. I played that part before too.
All right, guys, our first stop of today is gonna be here at the Draught Haus because we love beer, so we figure the beer's a good way to start. Even though they say liquor before beer, you're in the clear, beer before liquor, never been sicker. We know how to handle our brews, we'll be fine. Anyway, so cheers.
Cheers.
Delightful. Now, I have gone with a beer I've never heard of before, to be honest, and I've drank a lot of beer in my life. This is an Affligem. It's a blonde ale, and honestly, if I had to compare it to a common beer to give you kind of a flavor profile, I'd say it's close to like a Stella is probably the best way I would put it. It's quite delicious, actually, but it's got a nice little bitterness to it, a little bit of hoppiness. Give that a taste.
Okay, let's give it a sip. Yeah, I will say some of the hoppiness, though, is not something that I prefer, but I can see where, some people might like it.
I like it. If you like a crisp blonde ale with a little bit of hoppy notes on the end, this is a pretty good one. Now, Paul's gone with one of my go-tos because, not gonna lie, he's kind of a basic bitch.
I am, but it's a Guinness, and I love myself my dark Guinness, and I love my dark beer. Let's give it a sip. Refreshing as always.
Yep. Oh, here's one that I'm looking at their other like actual cocktails and whatnot. They have shot tails. This one you would probably like, the jellyfish. Absolute vodka, Sambuca, blue curacao with a drop of cream. I know you like Sambuca and things flavored like that.
I do.
I hate Sambuca. It's gross. I don't know. I feel like my Italian, my Sicilian ancestors would be very unhappy that I'm not into like the more Mediterranean type of liqueurs, and I'm just not. It's never been a thing. I'm kind of curious about some of the other drinks. I'm always kind of regretting doing the beer and not just starting with a cocktail.
Hey, you know what? You come to a place called Draught Haus, you got to get a beer.
You got to get a beer. So that's one of the many bar options here. And frankly, yeah, if you're a beer drinker, it's not good. It's not a bad place to come have a drink. Anyway, we're going to finish these, and then we're going to see where we end up next.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so further check-in from the Draught Haus. We decided to do some shots while we're here, too. They got some cute little shots. They are shot tails, as they call them. Now, I have gone with the all-day breakfast, which is going to be a shot plus a chaser. So the shot is going to be Jameson and butterscotch. And then the chaser is going to be orange juice with a bacon salt rim. So it serves a nice, cute little orange as well here.
Breakfast is the first meal of the day.
Yes. I mean, we've already had breakfast. We didn't feature it in this video, but honestly, we just did that in the room before we went to the infirmary this morning. All right. Over the lips and past the gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. Oh, that's delightful. Jameson and butterscotch work so well together. All right, now a little bit of chaser with the orange juice and a bacon salt rim. Ooh, it does taste like bacon.
That's an all-in-one breakfast.
I love it. Oh my God, it's so good. That's so good. That's a $9 shot, but I'm not gonna complain. Oh, what have you got? This one's really interesting.
So for my shottel, I decided to go with the jellyfish, which is going to consist of absolute vodka, sambuca, blue curacao, and drops of cream.
You do like the buca.
I do. Let's give this a sip.
How is it?
That's really good.
If you like sambuca.
If you like sambuca. It's definitely got a very herbal flavor. It's like drinking an alcoholic black licorice cocktail with a little bit of that cream to just kind of wash it down. You know, sometimes you got a little bit of that cream going down your throat to just kind of cool off the alcohol.
You're so gay.
What's so gay about that?
You mentioned cream going down your throat.
I said what I said.
You're getting all that herbal flavor from the sambuca, which, let's be real, it tastes like black licorice. And if you love black licorice like I do, then yes, this is probably the shot to go with. It also has that little sting of the alcohol, so it's like a jellyfish in all the best ways. It stings you with love.
We still have more bars to hit up, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Paul still has to finish his beer, which, man, you're falling behind. I'm already finished with my beer and my shot. The booze is hitting me. Thank God. I haven't been drunk at all on this trip, despite drinking. So that's my goal today, is to get drunk.
And my goal is to make sure that we use our bar tab. Because on Virgin Voyages, here's the thing. You can buy your prepaid bar tab in advance. They don't have a drinking package compared to other cruise lines, but it is a thing of if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right. Or you could just, pay as you go. You don't need to have a prepaid bar tab. The good thing about the prepaid bar tabs is that when you prepay a bar tab, they give you a little bit extra. So like, for example, we bought
$500.
We got $500 and we got an extra $100.
So we got a $600 bar tab for the price of $500.
Right. So instead of like a drinking package where you're paying, probably over $1,000 for 2 people.
Which I'll tell you, on our Royal cruises, we paid $1,300 for our drinking tab.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was a real shocker.
Right, and the stupid thing is then you feel like you have to try and get your money's worth. Like, there are some times where I don't want to drink, but Royal, I felt pressured to constantly be drinking.
Whereas here with Virgin, what I love about it is that we can just drink at our leisure. We just kind of know how much we have, and then if we want to pay for anything else, we just pay for it.
Exactly. All right, guys, we'll check in with you once we hit the next bar. See you soon. That was fun. Can't lie, that was a lot of fun.
Oh. Oh, there is a bar over here.
Yeah. Oh, let's look at the menu. Oh, they're big on the champagne here.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Moe, Sean, that's expensive. Not as expensive as Dom Perignon, though.
I've never had Dom Perignon. One of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is obsessed with it. Like, she's like, do you have Dom Perignon?
I'm just going to go the Chandon because I don't want to fucking pay for the mole in that.
I mean, that is a $25 glass of wine.
Right, yeah. I'm just going with the Chandon. Ready to get some bubbly?
Yes, I'm ready for some bubbly.
I love bubbly. I'm ready to keep getting drunk. Whee!
You are having way too much fun.
I kind of am. Honestly, like I said, it's bringing me back to my Rocky Horror days.
But honestly, after having such of a hell of a day,
right?
I mean, I do feel that, you know, maybe having a little bit of fun is actually not the worst.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun today.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all.
Down here in the deep blue sea.
All right, now we find ourselves here at the Sip Lounge on deck 7.
So I decided to go with the classic rosé. Now they offer both a bubbly rosé option and a classic. So let's go ahead and give it a sip.
Yes, they definitely specialize in wine here, and especially champagne or sparkling wine.
That is a sweet rosé. I actually quite enjoy it. Normally my go-to rosé is the Vanderpump rosé, which is a very dry rosé. This one's a lot more sweet and floral.
There is a floral note to it. I don't know if I call it sweet. I still think it's pretty dry. Now, I went with a sparkling wine. I went with the Shandong because I didn't want to pay for the Moet. So it's just one half of Moet and Shandong. But the classic traditional Moet Shandong was $25, where this was like $13. So let's give this a sippy. Delightful. Very dry, crisp, refreshing. Would be excellent for mimosa. If you like a little bubbly, sparkling wine and you don't really care if it's, you know, champagne or not, you know, this is fantastic. But this is a lovely little bar. We haven't actually been able to hit this up yet. And again, they specialize mostly in wine. Now they also serve like morning coffee and like, you know, morning beverages here as well. We got the menu here.
So what's cool about this menu is you can get your coffee and a libation.
Right.
Or you can just go with tea.
I'm kind of regretting not getting a Bloody Mary, but I got to pace myself. I mean, I just already did a, you know, beer and a shot. Now I got to drink a little bubbly here. And I'm actually starting to feel a buzz. I'm not angry at that. So, all right. There's definitely no shortage of places here on a Virgin Voyage to get drunk.
Cheers.
5 minutes later.
Moving right along. Footloose and fancy free. We're going for pizza.
We are going for pizza.
We're going for pizza. All right, guys, we're a few drinks in, but I think it's time for some pizza. So we're gonna take a quick little pizza break, put something in our bellies so that way, you know, it makes drinking easier. And now it's time for a little snackle, because you can't just, you know, spend the day drinking without putting something in your stomach. And while we did have breakfast, I can't say no to pizza. It's like my favorite drunk food ever. So I've gone with the Pretty Fly for a white pie, which is gonna be ricotta and Parmesan and mozzarella, and I think some olive oil, a little basil on there. Looks delicious. So I'm gonna go in. I really love the pizza here at the pizza place. Like, honestly, this beats the pants off of the pizza you get on Royal Caribbean. I'll just call them out. Their pizza sucks at Sorrento's. This is freshly made to order. Look at that beautiful bake on the undercarriage there. Nice thin, like Neapolitan style. That's fantastic. Good, nice, chewy crust, cheesy, delicious.
So I decided to go with the Hawaiian, which is their pizza of the day. Obviously, we all know what a Hawaiian pizza is, but pizza sauce, cheese, ham, and pineapple. Let's give it a bite.
Obviously, Paul is a pineapple on pizza kind of guy. Let us know in the comments, pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Yay.
I love pineapple on pizza. You know, the thing is, though, as a kid, I hated it. I hated pineapple on pizza, but as an adult, man, it's so good.
I will say what I like about pineapple on pizza is, as a foodie, it is one of those ingredients that adds a little bit of acidity to kind of cut through some of the cheese, the fat, the other.
Right. And it has nice sweetness.
Exactly. So you got the salt from the ham, the fat from the cheese, the acid from the pineapple, and of course heat with a little bit of the crushed red pepper. Yeah. Salt, fat, acid, heat.
Exactly.
That was a whole thing a few years ago.
This was so good the other night. We got the chicken pesto. I had to get this again. But actually, I think what I should do is just let Paul taste this one because he hasn't had it yet.
I can already smell it. That's a promising sign. Ooh, red onion. Let's give this a bite. Definitely getting the olive oil and the pesto flavor. Definitely getting the tomato. Not really getting much chicken though.
It's there. It's just light.
There. It's very light, but overall, you can do this one without the chicken and still be a great pizza.
Probably ask for extra chicken if you want to.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. The red onion gives it that little
extra like acidity, exactly. Aromatic. But I love pesto on a pizza.
Now, depending on when you arrive here at the pizza place, depending on how long the line is, you may have to wait about 25, 30 minutes for our pizza. We had to wait that time. Even though you may have to wait for this, it is worth the wait. It's delicious pizza, and they do it fresh from scratch. So this is the way to go.
All right, now that pizza has been ingested, let's hook up some of the first round of alcohol. We're gonna go head to, I think the Social Club is next on the list, on the opposite side of deck 7. So follow me. All right, let's see here. The Social Club and Arcade.
This way.
This way. All right, guys, we are at this Social Club Diner Bar. Now, we've got ourselves a float and a dirty soda here. I'm gonna go ahead and start first with my float. I went with the skinny pie. Now, this is gonna be absolute vodka, key lime pie ice cream, limoncello, and wafer. Let's give it a little sippy sip. It looks delicious. Not only a float guy, this sounds fantastic. Ooh, that's just wrong. That's so good. You got a nice flavor of that key lime pie ice cream, the whipped cream. It's creamy, got a nice little bit of fizz to it. Now, Paul has got one that I'm personally not a fan of.
And I ordered it for that specific reason because I know you don't like
Not at all.
the flavor. But I went with the Matcha Libre. Now, the Matcha Libre is going to consist of Olmeca Altos Reposado Tequila, Sprite, matcha, almond orgeat, and soy milk.
That sounds like something I would hate.
It sounds almost like all the fun of like a matcha latte. So I can feel my Instagram vibes, but with a little bit of tequila. It's an adult version.
Tequila's the only thing in there that I like. Oh, Sprite too, okay.
You know?
You don't like it?
I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but it's not one that I would order again.
Okay. Let's try.
I'm not really getting much matcha from it. It's mostly like, it hits you in the face with tequila.
Oh,
and that's about all I'm getting.
Yeah, you need to stir this bad boy.
I mean, in concept on paper, it sounded great, but it's definitely hit you in the face with the tequila flavor more than anything else.
Now, see, if you pull your straw up and go to the top, I get more grass clippings.
Oh, come on. Matcha isn't that bad.
Yes, matcha's that bad. I am not a matcha person. I'm not a performative male.
What's so performative about matcha? You go to your like coffee shop, you get your matcha latte, you feel your little vibes. Come on.
Nope, not for me.
Okay, as if I stir it, it tastes a little bit better.
Yeah, with the alcohol, you gotta stir it.
Let me try your key lime.
Yes, you really should. I'm gonna give mine a little stir though, because it's a float. Get some of that key lime.
I mean, at first, though, the first thing I got was just pure tequila almost.
Is there anything wrong with that?
No, but when I'm ordering something that's kind of matcha, I want that earthy flavor. Like, I wasn't getting the earth. Let's try the skinny pie. Oh, that's really good.
Isn't it good? So good.
It's like drinking a key lime pie.
That's exactly why I got it.
I'm gonna do my best to finish off this Matcha Libre. I don't think this is one I would order again.
You had to get your matcha.
Well, I had to be seduced by the vibe. I'm not feeling vibes with this one.
Nope, but I'm loving this key lime pie float, basically. It's so good. So guys, we're gonna enjoy these and then we're gonna hit up another bar next. We still got a long day ahead of us. Like I said, we're gonna try and hit up as many bars as we can before dinner tonight. We got dinner at Extra Virgin. And we hope that you're gonna stick around for the whole video because we want, again, the goal is to show you everything we can about Virgin Voyages, and we're having a blast. I think it's our new favorite cruise line. Alrighty, friends, so the Social Club also, beyond serving dirty sodas and floats that are boozy, they also have snacks, but they also got some sweet things too, including like jars of candy and cake pops. That's not bad. It's a simple vanilla cake pop, but it's moist, it's tasty, it's sweet without being like sickeningly sweet or cloyingly sweet. It does the trick. When you want a little dessert nosh, it's pretty good.
I decided to go with something that James probably won't like, but this is their cereal bar.
See, I normally love a cereal bar, just not hate Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, I know you hate Fruity Pebbles, so let's give this a bite. That's good. I do like that.
All right, my turn. There's a good amount of marshmallow. It actually overpowers the Fruity Pebbles though. I'm not even tasting the Fruity Pebble. Oh, maybe a little bit. But only like the lemony.
And I also got a fun little praline marshmallow. It's yellow, it's full of sugar. It looks cute. Let's give it a bite.
I'm full of sugar.
Oh my God. That one's pretty good.
Oh my God. It is just straight up marshmallow. Straight up marshmallow. That's insane. That is good.
It reminds me of what a praline flavored Peeps would be. And a little yellow. The yellow is what drew me in.
That's not bad. I didn't even know that they had those little snacks over there. That's so cute. I freaking love it. There's another little secret about Virgin Voyages that you discover along the way. I'm wishing we had more time on this cruise. I mean, I'm so sad this is our penultimate day. Anyway, time for another bar. Let's get going. All right, Paul, you ready for another drink?
I am ready for the next bar.
Let's go that way.
That way?
That way, yes.
Don't we have to hit the loose cannon?
Yeah, isn't that?
No, it's that way.
Oh, well, I don't know what's going on.
Here's what's funny. It's so hectic today on the ship because it's a sea day, obviously. So we're just losing our bits of ways. The bar is actually this way.
All right, well, you pushed me in the general direction. Alrighty, friends, so we are at the Loose Cannon Bar. This has got a kind of nautical theme to it. Now, we've each come with one of their specialty cocktails. I've come with El Capitano's Gunpowder, which is going to be Espolon Block with tequila, triple sec, lemon, watermelon, mint, and activated charcoal. Now, there's this cute little octopus on every table. I don't know if it's actually meant to hold your drinks, but it seems like it should be, so that's what we did.
I mean, honestly, you could use it to hold your drinks, and I think that's the point.
That's delightful. Yeah. The watermelon's subtle, which is what I was kind of hoping for. I'm not a huge watermelon guy, so just enough right there. The charcoal, again, subtle, but you can smell it, you can taste it. The tequila isn't overpowering. All in all, it works really well all together.
So I decided to go with the Salty Mermaid Mule. It's a salty drink, and I guess this mermaid is a salty bitch. She's going to consist of mutiny vodka, mango, lime, ginger beer, and smoked sea salt. If you ever have any type of cooking expertise, get Malden smoked sea salt.
It's a great finishing salt, especially for like steaks or baked goods.
You know, I quite enjoy it. I'm getting the mango from it, getting a little bit of the ginger beer. It's just like a mule, but Mule Plus.
Mule Plus. You make it sound like a streaming service.
You know what though? I think what's throwing me off with it is the smoked sea salt.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the smoked sea salt's good, but it kind of throws off the mule. Like, it doesn't need the smoked sea salt, in my opinion.
That flavor reminds me of something, but I cannot place it.
It's different. So if you're going into this one, see, I went into it expecting a kind of a twisted take on a mule. It's a little twisted, but it's definitely not, you know, what I consider a mule.
I think that is all the bars that we can hit on deck 7. So let's go see what else we can find here. We're gonna finish these up. We'll be back shortly.
1 hour later.
Alrighty guys, so admittedly, we tried to hit up Opa Hour at the dock, but it was absolutely stupid packed. So we're gonna try and include that in the next vlog in the series here. We're gonna try and prepare to be there earlier before it starts. So we got a good spot for Opa Hour. It's been a little bit difficult today with the wheelchair, you know, just trying to navigating around a little bit, but it hasn't been too bad, but we've been a little bit slower than we probably would have been had I been fully able-bodied. But for now, we're trying some more snacks that Paul really wanted to taste. We've got a couple like bao buns and some firecracker popcorn, which is like a spicy, sweet popcorn here. I'm very intrigued by that. So we got a short rib bao and an oyster mushroom bao. I'm gonna go ahead and try the oyster mushroom bao first. That's just okay. The bao itself is unfortunately become a little stale, so it's a little firm and not so pleasant. The oyster mushroom is barely there. Now, these are picked up from the Sun Club Cafe, picked up on deck 16 above the pool area. I don't know if I would rush back.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the short rib bao here. This looks delicious. Give it a bite. James is right. These bao buns are a little overdone. I think it's just because it's a pool bar, it's pool bar eats. Normally when I do a bao bun, it's usually a lot more softer. So yeah, I mean for pool bar eats, you also have the Galley, which is like right by the pool. So if you're going to the pool, you can just drop right into the Galley and enjoy something. Now I'm gonna try what they call this firecracker popcorn. It's glazed with like a red sauce. Now, they describe it as only for the brave, but I'm also thinking like, based on my experience here with a lot of stuff at Virgin, how bad can this really be? Let's give it a bite. Oh, a little spicy.
I say it's got a kick, doesn't it?
Let's have a kick.
And it just kind of increases.
It's almost like caramel corn with bulldog sauce.
Right.
Oh, that's a delicious snack. Yeah, I can see myself eating this by the pool.
I'll be the first to say not all options are fantastic, as we've shown you throughout this series, but overall, I'm still pretty impressed with the food. Even like the ones that we've been nitpicking, I'd still go back and eat it again. Like Gunbae, I'd go back. Yes, it's Fisher Price's my first Korean barbecue, but I'd still go back. But everyone's palate is different. You know, what we like or think is tasty or don't like and think is bland, you might enjoy. So I would say, you know, take our opinions with a grain of salt. We are just two fat gay foodies, you know, that are very snobbish when we come to our food, when it comes to our food. So, you know, not everyone likes the same thing.
Later that night.
All right, guys, it's been a little while since we last checked in, but it is now time for dinner. We have relaxed in the room for a little bit, showered, shaved, changed, and tonight we are going to be dining at Extra Virgin. Extra Virgin is Virgin Voyages Italian restaurant. We've heard a lot of good things about this one, so I'm excited to try it out. Let's see what it's all about. I want to give a huge shout out to my husband, who's been quite a peach, pushing me around in this wheelchair and dealing with me being a whiny bitch and griping and yelling at him. I don't handle being in pain or being helpless very well. I can't lie. I'm one of those kind of people that gets really angry and bitchy when I'm not healthy. So huge shout out to Paul for putting up with my shenanigans. Thank you for pushing me around in a wheelchair.
I am thankful that Virgin was able to get this taken care of for you.
Yes, Virgin took care of me, and I have to give a huge shout out to the staff of the infirmary. Not just even the staff of the infirmary. I want to give a huge shout out to all the staff just on Virgin, because they have been so congenial, so customer service oriented. It really just blew me away. Alrighty, friends, we have been seated here at Extra Virgin. We've ordered a metric butt ton of food, and we're excited to show it off to you. But of course, you know us, we gotta start with a cocktail. So I've gone with the Italian Stallion. And this is gonna be basically a limoncello spritz. Now, the Italian Stallion is made with limoncello, lime, soda water, and mint. That sounds fantastic. Nice, light, refreshing. It's a low alcohol by volume. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. It's bubbly, it's lemony, it's minty. It's so refreshing. Absolutely fantastic.
So I decided to go with the no confessions needed. Now this is a gin-based drink with Tanqueray gin, grappa, lemon, and lavender. Let's give this a sip.
That's all you. I hate grappa. I'm a bad Italian.
Oh, that's delicious. That is very delicious.
All right, let's give it a shot. It's not as strong on the grappa as I expected. I still taste it though. I'm not a fan.
And we haven't gotten to the bread, so let's just start digging in. They brought some bread out to our table. It looks to be a focaccia bread.
It is so soft, but it's crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
And they, of course, they gave us a little balsamic and olive oil. So, Paul, do you want to do the honors?
I will do the honors. There we go. I like to kind of mix it in like that.
You got a huge amount of balsamic.
I did. That bread is perfect.
All right, my turn to try the bread. Oh my God. I have high expectations for Italian restaurants, or high standards is probably the way I should put it. If this bread is in the indicator of what is to come, I'm excited. All right, our antipasti has arrived, and I am so excited. Now, we're going to start off with some vegan arancini. This is going to be made with almond, Castelvetrano olive, and arrabbiata sauce. We don't show off vegetarian and vegan options as often as we probably should, so we're trying to make more of a point to do that. We saw this on the menu and decided we have to. Oh, it's nice and crispy. That's a good sign. That's delightful. Has a wonderful flavor. Honestly, I would never know this was vegan if you didn't tell me. The olive is subtle, but it's there. Adds a nice salty brininess to it. The arrabbiata is flavorful and bold. Got a nice little spice to it. Coating is crispy, crunchy, soft as inside, and I love an arancini. It's one of my favorite Italian antipasti.
For our second antipasti, we went with the smoked chicken liver mousse, which is going to be a chicken liver pate. Now, the smoked chicken liver mousse is going to be served with grilled ciabatta and balsamic agrodolce.
You know how much I freaking love a chicken liver mousse.
Let's give this a bite. Yes, this is as good as it looks. I'm getting plenty of chicken liver flavor from that.
I'm gonna have to like snipe that from you.
Yes, you can snipe that from me because you do need to try it.
Yeah, no, you know I can't say no. Any like chicken liver pate is seriously one of my absolute favorite appetizers anywhere, in any form, whether it's an Italian restaurant, a French restaurant. And I'm not going to be delicate about it because this is something I just want to shove in my mouth. Get some like pickled veggies over here. Let's throw that on top there. There's a lot of smokiness to that. More than I expected. That's good though. If you enjoy a pate, a foie gras, what have you, this is absolutely a must get. Let's try the meatballs now. We got the braised mini meatballs. Now, these look absolutely fantastic. Normally, I'm cool with skipping a meatball, but these were highly recommended. I have good thoughts and bad thoughts. Let's start with the bad. The emulsification could have been better. It's very crumbly. It doesn't hold well together, but the flavor is strong. There's a very good beef and pork flavor to this. It's well seasoned, really delicious. The sauce that it's served in, absolutely fantastic. I'm actually gonna have to steal a little of this bread just to sop up some of that sauce. That's killer.
Now with that all said, we're gonna wait for the second course to come out and we're gonna finish all these off. All right, we're on to our next course, and I have to say I am quite impressed with this beautifully displayed charcuterie board here.
There's a lot of stuff on there.
A lot of stuff on there, but the only thing that we really need to know is that it's Italian meats and cheeses, and the best thing to do is just dig in and enjoy. What I like to do a lot of times with the charcuterie board is I'll just dig in and maybe mix a little bit of the cheese with the meat, but I like to also sometimes add a sweet element with honey. Sometimes there's jams.
I mean, honey and cheese goes so well together.
The best part about a charcuterie board is there's no rules. You just dive right in.
Do as thou wilt.
Do as thou wilt. Exactly.
That's gonna take. That's a little. Yeah, that's fine. Do what you will.
Again, no rules.
Yeah, it's gonna take you to Funky Town. Just to let you know.
I love Funky Town. A little bit of honey too. I feel like it needs a little bit of honey to balance it out. We got pistachio mortadella. Again, it's charcuterie. There's no rules.
I'm curious about this eggplant here.
Let's take a little bit of a bite.
Oh my lantern, the eggplant's heavenly.
Okay, I'm loving that combination. And that gorgonzola did take me to Funky Town.
Right? I told you.
Oh, it's so good.
It's super strong. So far, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because I don't go crazy for Italian food.
No, you don't.
So far, Extra Virgin is blowing me away. All right, guys. Our pasta's arrived, and we've got 3 pastas to show you. At the recommendation of our server, Jennifer, we got the pappardelle al ragu, which will be made with a pork and beef bolognese and Parmigiano Reggiano. Very classic, traditional dish. Looks delightful. Pappardelle is one of my favorite pastas. The ragu looks fantastic. Here we go. That is quite good. The pasta is cooked wonderfully. Definitely fresh. I feel like the ragu could use a tad bit more salt, but otherwise it's a good flavor. Very meaty. Moving on to our second pasta. In this case, it's going to be spaghetti alla puttanesca, or pasta puttanesca, which translates to whore pasta. I love a puttanesca. I mean, the pasta. The story with puttanesca is that it was a recipe created by the ladies of the night of Italy who needed something quick, cheap to eat in between Johns. So a puttanesca is going to be made with tomatoes, anchovy, capers, and olives. And again, it's one of my favorite cheap weeknight dinners. We make it at home often, but we haven't recently, and I'm kind of sad by that. That's a good puttanesca. I still think Paul's is better, but this is pretty darn good. It's very rich. There are a lot of good, strong tomato flavor. The olives are salty and briny. I wish I got a little bit more of the anchovy flavor, but it's subtle. It's there. Yeah, all in all, spaghetti's cooked perfectly. I'm not angry at this. This is delightful. I don't have any real complaints. No regrets. I'd be happy with just this pasta.
Now I went with the mushroom fettuccine, which is going to consist of Parmigiano Reggiano, chanterelle, and lemon.
I do love a chanterelle mushroom.
I do like a chanterelle mushroom.
And I love any pasta that has lemon in it.
I don't think we use enough lemon in pasta.
I mean, I think it's just not commonly found on a lot of Italian-American restaurants, but actual Italian restaurants, yes.
Yeah, and when life gives you lemons, you make pasta. Let's give this a bite. Wow is all I can say. I love the earthiness I'm getting from those mushrooms. The lemon rounds it out. I think this is a perfectly well-balanced pasta. So moving on with the theme of chanterelle mushrooms, we are going to go with the braised pork cheek. Now, the braised pork cheek does include chanterelle mushrooms, arrowleaf spinach, and crispy pork. I'm just gonna get a whole rounded out bite. Let me get some of the actual pork. Oh my God.
Well, while you're chewing, I'm just gonna say I just stole a bite of the mushroom pasta. Oh my God, it's good. The mushroom flavor is so strong.
I'm not getting a lot of the chanterelle in this one, but what I am getting is perfectly tender, velvety pork. When you're getting the little granules here of the pasta, wow.
That is a crispy pork cheek. All right. Everything about this, amazing.
I'd say that is the star of the night.
Yeah.
From everything we've eaten so far.
That's killer. There hasn't been a single thing that we've eaten tonight that I didn't enjoy. And I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised because most of the time when I go to an Italian restaurant, I leave disappointed. So for us to find a really good Italian restaurant on a cruise ship, damn, go Virgin. You guys are killing it here with extra virgin. This is really good. I suppose when your expectations were as low as mine were, that's not hard to exceed, but they blew them out of the water. So I'm really impressed. We're gonna work on the rest of our pasta and our pork cheek. And God, I hope we can save some room for dessert because I'm really curious to see what they do for dessert. But I'm not gonna make any guarantees because I'm already really full and I want to eat more of the puttanesca. It sounds really weird every time I say that. Anyway, we support sex workers on this channel. I'm just going to be honest. So that being said, I'm going to enjoy that puttanesca. Ahoy Sailors, it is our last day aboard the Brilliant Lady, and I have to say, it's been a brilliant cruise. We've had so much fun. I mean, there's been some ups, there's some downs. My injury that has kind of left me down for the count has been frustrating, but other than that, I mean, we've had such a good time here aboard Virgin Voyages. It's bittersweet that it's the last day of our 6-night cruise. I can't lie, I wish we had 1 or 2 more days on board, but we're determined to make the best of it today. It is approaching about 9 o'clock right now, and I think it is time for some breakfast. So we're gonna have one last breakfast in the galley. I'm gonna get one last of those delicious pork sausage rolls. Then we're gonna go see what else we can do on board the ship today. To the galley, chauffeur.
To the galley.
If this is your first time joining us in the Brilliant Lady series on this channel, I injured myself on a shore excursion a few days ago and really, just to be honest, fucked up my knee. Virgin Voyages was kind enough to, after they saw me in the infirmary, give me a wheelchair to use to make getting around the ship a little bit easier.
Oh, this one's going up.
Yeah, is there enough room? Nope.
No, there's no room. Okay. That is one of the challenges about navigating around the ship.
Right. But for the most part, it hasn't been too bad.
It hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This one, let's hope.
Keeping the fingers crossed.
Oh, it's open. It's got ourselves.
It is a completely empty elevator just for us.
I mean, normally if you didn't have this injury,
right,
we would just walk up one floor to the galley.
Right. Would not be an issue at all.
15.
But stairs right now are not great on my knee.
No. Nope.
I mean, I can't even lie. I feel so embarrassed, so awful about this, but at least I didn't break or tear anything.
I mean, that's the thing to be positive about.
Yeah. And shit happens.
Exactly, shit happens. Oh, one last visit to the galley.
One last visit to the galley.
Okay, so what are we having this morning?
Oh, that silver daddy who's entirely too muscular and hot for his own good. I don't know. I know I want pork sausage roll.
Pork sausage rolls. Let's go there first.
Can I get 2 of the pork sausage rolls and 1 of the blueberry muffins? Oh, and one of the caprese quiches, please. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Huge.
Now, as we've alluded to in other vlogs in the series, we do have to say that one of the things that you can do at the Galley is just raise the flag for service. They also have a really ample offering of breakfast cocktails as well as any other alcoholic beverages. Now, we have not taken advantage of that, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise that flag and order me some cocktails. We're just gonna raise the flag. Ahoy!
Alrighty, guys. So while Virgin doesn't technically have a buffet, you can really make a buffet out of the Galley because you just go to all the different stalls and grab what you want. And I grabbed entirely too much. I'm trying out several things I didn't actually try. Now, as I mentioned, the pork sausage rolls are my favorite. That's why I grabbed 2 of those. But I have talked about those in several other videos, so we'll skip that for now. You can go watch the other videos if you haven't watched them yet. But let's start with a blueberry muffin. I'm gonna go ahead and split this bad boy. Just sticking to the paper. Oh well, hopefully it's delicious. I make better, but that's okay. I very rarely made a muffin I don't like. Let's try this delicious looking Bloody Mary with extra olives I got. You see a lemon, you squeeze a lemon. There we go, breakfast champions.
Oh, you're spilling your Bloody Mary.
I am. It's a little rocky on board the ship this morning. Spicy, love it. Good job. All right, let's try the bacon from Diner and Dash. It's all stuck together. It's thin, it's very crispy. So it's not how I like it. I like mine chewy, borderline raw. Next up, we're gonna try this caprese quiche. Caprese quiche.
Were you thinking cake?
I don't know what I'm thinking. It's too early. Of all the quiches I've had on this cruise, this one I think is kind of the least flavorful. I really like the green onion one I had the other day. That was so good. Let's try these buttermilk pancakes. These are some thick boys. 2 C's. Give them a dunk in the syrup. The syrup's not hot, which kind of makes it a little less pleasant, but it's not a bad pancake. It's just thicker than how I personally like to make them. Let's try the sausage. Nice big, long boy here. Decent flavor, snappy casing. I'm gonna dip it in the maple syrup, because who doesn't love breakfast meat and maple syrup? I mean, I know I do. That's so good. Now, the good old buffet scrambled eggs, which I've salt and peppered because they're, nothing's ever seasoned when it comes to buffet scrambled eggs.
I actually kind of like those. They weren't bad.
They're actually not. Then they taste like real eggs, so.
And they are better than the ones we've had in some Vegas buffets.
Yeah. Last but not least, on my side, a good old hash brown. Now, it honestly kind of reminds me of a McDonald's hash brown. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's a good hash brown. All right.
All of our experiences in the Galley every day have been amazing.
Right.
Like, I love the Galley more than a cruise buffet. Like, if this could just be a standard on every cruise ship, I would be happy. So I decided to start off my morning with a spicy tonkotsu ramen. I've been wanting some spicy ramen all voyage, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So enough talking. Let's dig into this ramen here. I'm gonna get some of this chashi pork. That pork is tender, smooth. That pork is cooked perfectly. Let's get some of the ramen here, which is why you get a bowl of ramen. Gotta get your nudes. Noodles cooked perfectly. You have the perfect jammy egg. They've always had the eggs great on the ramen here. And I know that on this voyage, I've always, said, I've always had my critiques about some of the heat levels here. And, this one actually does have a little bit of a bite to it. I'm perfectly pleased.
Yeah, it only took us 5 days to find the things that have spice in it.
The firecracker popcorn, the ramen. I mean, again, though, you have to realize they're catering a voyage to all types of palates and all types of taste levels.
Right, it can't just be for heat freaks.
It can't be for heat freaks. I also got a cocktail to start myself off. It's just a basic mimosa. We know it's sparkling wine and orange juice. Let's give it a sip. Oh, that's a delicious mimosa. That's like the perfect balance on juice and alcohol. Yeah, overall, the Galley just has way more hits than misses, and I'm perfectly happy with that. But we have been stuffing ourselves here throughout the entire voyage. We've been doing so much on the ship that...
And but when he says been doing so much on the ship, Paul means he's been spending so much time in the casino.
Oh, call me out on my Dragon Link obsession.
I mean, you have been playing a lot in the casino. You have coined in quite a bit.
I mean, I've only coined in like $2,200.
For us, that's a lot.
For us, that's a lot. For you, that might not be, but yeah, like I've coined in $2,200 so far. Anyway, we're gonna finish up our breakfast here and then go explore the rest of the ship and try and find things that we haven't done so far on this voyage.
Well, breakfast at the Galley today was absolutely lovely. But so we are just chilling here on the Athletic Club bar on deck 16, which is at the aft of the ship. You know, got some lovely views of the ocean. It is, because there's a nice cool breeze going. We've ordered some drinks. We're just gonna sit back and relax and enjoy the sun. We haven't done as much like just chilling and relaxing on deck as I would like to on this trip.
I know. Oh my God. I was just thinking about that too.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna check in with you in just a moment once our cocktails arrive. But Paul's gonna go try something that I'm too much of a chicken to do. So I'm gonna hand the camera to him and let him show off this cool little experience.
1 minute later.
So on Virgin Voyages, they do have something that they call the net. Now, what's really cool about this is it's this giant net you can sit on and you can look out over the ocean. How awesome is that? Oh, wow. This is kind of cool. This is a lot of fun. And if you look down, there's like so many little people down there on the ship. Just make sure you don't be like James and have vertigo and a whole bunch of fear of heights. This is totally not for you. But I'm actually gonna chill here while the cocktails arrive.
So our cocktails have arrived. I've gone with a Yuzu Rally Cooler. The Yuzu Rally Coolers can be made with Beefeater Gin, St. Germain Elderflower Liqueur, Lemon, Fever Tree Yuzu and Lime Soda, and Peychaud's Bitters. Not normally a bitters guy, but you know what? Everything else sounds delightful. So, may have already taken a few sips, but let's for the camera. That's delightful though. Refreshing, crisp, lemony, citrusy, nice little bit of gin bite to it. You got the elderflower liqueur for a little herbaceousness. Really a lovely pool deck cocktail. Can't complain at all. I need to put that on a t-shirt. That seems like that's a goddamn fucking, catchphrase of mine. I can't complain. But really, I probably could complain, but nah, I'm not gonna. There's no need to complain. This is great.
Now for my cocktail, I decided to go with a limited edition cocktail called the Southpaw. But the Southpaw is going to consist of Don Julio Blanco, passion fruit, lime, agave, and lavender. It sounds very floral. Let's give it a sip. Oh my God. That's so good.
Is it?
I can't taste the tequila though, but I'm okay with that. All the floral notes from the lavender, the passion fruit. Yeah, a little bit of the acid from the lime. This is good.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the Athletic Club is probably my favorite bar just because the atmosphere, the view of the aft of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good one.
It really has. Despite the hiccups.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole nother ball of wax, but despite the hiccups, this has been a great cruise. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my cocktail, which is actually halfway done.
Right. Well, this means we have to get another one. Oh no.
Oh no, we have to use up the rest of our sailor loot that came with the bar tab. Mm-hmm. Which I cannot get over enough just how awesome the bar tab and sailor loot system is. And the cocktails here, none of them have been over $15.
Right. They're definitely cheaper than Vegas.
Very cheaper than Vegas. We paid $25 for stuff like this in Vegas.
Right. 20 to 25.
20 to 25, but I'm going on the higher end. Vegas cocktail prices are no joke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we've just been sitting out here enjoying the vibe, and I do have to say, It's time for that second cocktail. So I decided to go with the Take a Seat. Now the Take a Seat is going to consist of Olmeca Altos Reposado Tequila, lychee coconut water, agave, lemon, and Peychaud's bitters. Now I remember that Olmeca tequila from yesterday's video and I didn't quite enjoy it, but I'm gonna give it a second chance here with this cocktail because I love the other ingredients in it. Let's give it a sip. You know, this one is better than the one I had yesterday at the Loose Cannon, but you know, it's still not for me. I think it might just be the branded tequila. I'm just not a fan. But with all that said, I still think this is a great cocktail. It's definitely a winner in my book, and I will take a seat for that.
My next cocktail is one of my favorite ones I've had aboard. I had it on the first day on Embarkation. Now this is gonna be the Tangerine Dreams. This one's gonna be made with Espolòn Blanco tequila, tangerine, Sauvignon Blanc, and citrus. It's a frozen blended drink. So let's give it a sippy sippy. So good, so good. It's like, makes me think of like an alcoholic ecto cooler. I love a frozen cocktail on a cruise ship. Can't complain. Again, man, I need to make a t-shirt. I need to stop saying that. I should take a drink every time I say I can't complain. Actually, you guys should take a drink every time.
I just said it though, take a drink.
This should be the drinking game for you guys. When you watch our videos, if I say I can't complain,
take a drink.
All right, I need to find a new catchphrase.
Okay, then find a new catchphrase.
No regrets.
Regrets?
Anyway, yeah, the Tangerine Dreams. Awesome cocktail. Everything, for the most part, everything we've eaten and drank here on Virgin Voyages has been exceptional. There's been some things that we can nitpick about, but like, it's really just that. It's nitpicking. And we're trying to be critical. We're trying to be, you know, honest because, you know, we're not influencers. We're not paid to do this. So we're going to give you our full, honest opinions, unfiltered opinions, so that way you guys can maximize, you know, your Virgin Voyage or Las Vegas trip or whatever, you know, whatever info you're getting from us. So cheers. And I can't complain.
Take a drink. Can you complain about that?
Nope.
Well, I can't complain.
So I think we're just going to stick to the two cocktails here. And then we're going to start making our way down to the Sip Lounge for afternoon tea. Because after we took a look at the cute little desserts that they serve with that, we decided we absolutely had to do that. Plus, we love an afternoon tea. We love a little tea time. It's fun. So we'll check in when we get there. All right, guys. So tea time's about to start. But before it does, we're starting with a little pre-tea time cocktails here. Now, I've gone with the Make Me Blush, which is going to be made with Don Julio Reposado Tequila, watermelon, mango, citrus, and sparkling rosé. It smells good. That's not bad. Very tequila forward. The rosé hits next. The mango is light, but I'm not getting a lot of watermelon. It's I think there on the very back end, but mostly you're getting tequila, rosé, and then a touch of mango.
Now I decided to go with a glass of rosé, which is Le Atelier Papillon Bio.
Nice French rosé there. You had that the other day, right?
I did have that the other day. Sweet. Definitely a little bit on the less dry side, but I enjoyed it. Can't go wrong with rosé all day.
So with your tea, you have the option of doing it without bubbles or with bubbles. With bubbles, this is going to be $35, and it comes with a glass of Moet and Chandon. So nice actual French champagne. Cheers. Exactly what I remember with Moet and Chandon. Crisp. It's very dry. It's not the, it's not Dom Perignon, don't get me wrong, but it does the trick.
I decided we would go with the bubbles because it's the last day of our cruise. You only live once. Let's give it a sip. Oh, that's so good. I mean, I've had it before, but I didn't remember how good it is.
We had it just a few days ago.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah, that's what they were serving for Sail Away.
Oh, I didn't realize it was actual.
It was actual champagne.
Oh, wow. Like, see, okay, Virgin, you're making me love you even more. Like, I didn't realize it was actual Moet.
Right, and if you're at Sail Away, you could just keep grabbing glasses.
I had 3 of those at Sail Away.
I know, which is normally like $75.
Oh my God. Yeah, so, again, last night of the cruise, we started with the Moet and Chandon. We're ending it with the Moet and Chandon. Virgin, I love you.
Meanwhile, we got a cute little view of a lifeboat and the water here. It's lovely, even if the lifeboat is blocking our view and the fluorescent lighting is fucking with our camera. You know, it's still cute. I'm having a good time. This is a lovely little afternoon activity that you can do for a very nominal fee.
I love hibiscus tea. Oh, that's good. It's hot with floral notes. I can see why people enjoy going for tea. I mean, we aren't really dressed for it because we are kind of on the cruise.
Right.
But I can see this would be something I would love to just dress up for and enjoy.
We should totally do that in Vegas.
We totally should. Oh my God, get our best tea outfit and then go do different teas.
We'll curate a tea outfit.
Oh my God.
Let's do 2 lumps. A little bit of cream.
Ooh.
So I've gone with a morning blend tea, so very traditional like black tea here. Add a little cream and sugar. Let's give it a sip. That's delightful. Absolutely delicious. And again, very traditional black tea. If you've ever had a black tea, you know exactly what this tastes like. It's warm and there's a sweetness from the sugar, creaminess from the cream. That's got that beautiful tea flavor. As I say, no complaints.
Take a sip of your tea.
I should take a sip of my bubbles because I'm just going to remember, I'm going to drink whenever we say this. And I hope that those of you at home also are taking drinks. Whatever, no, I'm kidding. If you want to.
No, they'll be on the floor.
Right.
Oh, wow. Now that is a tower. Now, fun fact is we saw them putting it together yesterday when we were just here at the Zip Lounge. And we had to ask about it because I was not aware, mind me for not looking at the ship thing, to say they do a full tea service.
On sea days.
On sea days. And wow.
I think I'm gonna start with a scone here. This looks delightful. Looks like there's some green onion in there, maybe even some cheese. There's a subtle sweetness in the scone, but otherwise you got this wonderful like cheddar and I think it's green onion or chive flavor. Fantastic.
So I'm gonna go for one of these little, looks like a tiny tea sandwich. It's delicious, it's earthy, and it's savory and not sweet at all.
I'm gonna now go in for what looks like a watercress sandwich. Very traditional tea service with maybe some cream cheese. Yeah, that's definitely watercress and cream cheese. All right. It's not cream cheese. It's it's brie. That's what it is. Okay, that's delicious.
So I'm gonna just reach in here for a little cucumber sandwich. It's in a hollowed out black bun. Let's give it a bite. So that is designed to be done as a one bite because it is a hollowed out black bun with some of the softest cream cheese that I've ever had. It does have enough of a funk to it too. That's my favorite so far from the top tower.
All right, I'm gonna try one of these little guys. It looks like a chocolate Madeleine. Very chocolatey. That was good. But that is straight up chocolate.
So I'm gonna reach in here for a raspberry macaron.
Oh, that looks like such a good macaron.
First off, they got their macaron technique down because the feet on these macarons are perfect. Let's take a bite. Oh. There's a raspberry filling in the middle of the macaron.
Oh, that looks so good.
That's a surprise. A perfect surprise. Macaron is cooked perfectly, soft in the middle, firm on the outside, buttercream and raspberry jam in the middle. Wow. I'm gonna also move on here to the cream puff.
With a little profiterole with a...
Little profiterole here with...
Beautiful red crackling.
Beautiful red crackling. And I also see a little bit of a raspberry jam in the middle. So let's give it a bite. That's a really great profiterole. Quite happy with that.
So I have to say, I've been pretty impressed with their pastry offerings on board the Brilliant Lady. Their pastry chefs, I think know what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, there's been a few where I'm just like, that's okay. But for the most part, I've been loving it. So we're gonna try this Palmer. Okay, so the non-dip part is crispy, buttery, crunchy. The white chocolate just takes it up a notch. Obviously, honestly, I wish that the entire thing was dipped in white chocolate. All right. And for the last item on our tea tower here, it looks like an Italian rainbow cookie, which is one of my absolute favorite desserts ever. It's like a gay pride rainbow cookie.
I just love the fact that they did 5 different layers to just make a rainbow.
Right. It's an actual rainbow, not like an Italian flag. All right, let's give it a bite. Looks like raspberry jam. I don't know if it's all raspberry jam or we'll find out in a sec. Each layer is perfectly baked, moist, soft, melts in your mouth. I'm so glad we did this. This is an absolute must on a sea day. And I highly encourage, if you find yourself on a Virgin Voyage, come to the Sip Lounge for tea time. So my friends, we're gonna enjoy our tea, the rest of our snacks, and then, believe it or not, we still got more to taste. So we're gonna go to Opa Hour after this, and this time we're determined to hit it. So we gotta try and finish this quickly so we can get a spot at Opa Hour because it's a very popular event. All right, sailors, our food has arrived and it is a feast. There is a little Greek smorgasbord here. So much delightful Mediterranean food and dips and yeah, I don't even know where to start. That being said, I got a cocktail here. Now, this is gonna be a sangria. This is a orange blossom and blackberry sangria made with Moscato, Cointreau, brandy, blackberries, pineapple, and citrus. I'm just gonna stick my little garnish right in there, give it a stir. That's heavenly. Heavenly. You get the pineapple, you get the blackberry, you get the brandy, the Cointreau, the Moscato. It's lovely. Absolutely fantastic.
Now I went with their signature cocktail for Opa Hour, and this is going to be the Cleopatra cocktail. This is going to be made with Cleos Masita, lemon, and basil. Now I've never had Cleos Masita before, so this is a new experience for me. I don't know what it's going to taste like. Let's give it a sip. Opa. I'm getting basil flavor. It's heavy on the basil. It's got a slight herbalness to it, but it's refreshing. Now we're just gonna dig into our platters here. We're gonna start with the Greek Bites platter. Now the Greek Bites platter is going to consist of cod souvlaki, lamb skewer, dips, and whole wheat pita. So it's just a little bit of everything here. I'm gonna start here with the cod souvlaki.
That sounds amazing.
Let's give it a bite. I'm gonna say that one's not my favorite.
Let me try.
Yeah, you should try that though.
Just for a second opinion, I'm gonna try this. It needs salt, and frankly, I think there was just way too much like tzatziki on it. And I love tzatziki. It's like I love a heavy amount of tzatziki. I'm gonna try and clear my palate here with a little bit of pita and hummus.
The hummus looks great.
That's good hummus. I mean, it's hummus. If you've had hummus, it tastes like hummus. Try a little red pepper here with, I don't know what this one is, but it looks delicious.
That is gonna be a red pepper and feta dip.
Ooh, that is good. You really taste the feta.
Now continuing on with our Greek Bites platter, there is the lamb skewer as well. We also got extra ones because we know we're gonna love lamb.
Right, cheers.
Cheers. The lamb is perfect. It's perfectly seasoned. Definitely getting those Mediterranean seasonings in the lamb. I actually enjoy that. I'm getting lots of lamb flavor. I do wish though that some of those same seasonings or similar seasonings were transported into the cod.
Yeah, the cod was a little disappointing.
We also have the meze platter here, which is going to consist of red pepper and feta dip, hummus, torsi, tzatziki, and a whole wheat pita. They also included more dips here with our Greek Bites platter. So I'm gonna dive into a little bit of the tzatziki here. That was a great tzatziki.
I'm not even sure what this is. What is this?
Purple root vegetable. It looks like a purple carrot almost. Right. Now for our desserts, we ordered the Greek sweets, which is going to consist of baklava, apricot, Turkish delight, and mamul. So let's give this baklava a bite. Oh, it's kind of crispy and...
Is it as good as it looks?
Yeah, it's as good as it looks.
All right. I'm gonna try the mamul because I know I've heard of it, but I've never actually had it before. All right. Seems like almost like a shortbread of some sort. It's good. It is almost like a shortbread. It's buttery and flaky.
And finally, I'm going to try the Turkish delight. Now, I can already see little bits of pistachio in it, so as a pistachio nut, I am perfectly happy for that. It's sweet and full of apricot flavor, and then the pistachio just kind of rounds it out.
Right, and it's kind of like gummy, chewy. That's really delicious.
I've never had much Turkish delight, but yeah, I can get behind this. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish up all the rest of our appetizers here, and then we'll be back for you in a little bit.
1 hour later.
All right, friends, after a wonderful afternoon tea and a glorious Opa Hour here at the Draught Haus, I am stuffed and kind of buzzed, and I think I'm ready for a nap. So we are gonna go ahead back up to the cabin, have a little nap before it's time to get ready for dinner. So tonight we will be going to the Wake, which is Virgin Voyages Steakhouse. Now we did feature them in an earlier video from this series for brunch, but we're really excited to go back and actually have dinner there. We'll check in with you guys once we wake up. It is our last dinner here aboard the Brilliant Lady. As you can see, we have made a costume change, and we are headed to the Wake, which is Virgin Voyages Steakhouse. It's still been a fun cruise, though. I'm just sad this is the last night.
But we always try to end our cruise with a steakhouse.
Yes. I don't know. I just think it's a good way to end the cruise. So it's a little tradition of ours. A lot of people do steakhouses on the first night. I'm like, no, I want to save it for the last night.
You save the best for last, or what's supposed to be the best.
Right, and usually a steakhouse is going to be the best, hopefully. You know, but we've obviously found in Vegas, not all steakhouses are created equal. I'm tired, though. I'm tired of being... First of all, I'm tired of being in this wheelchair. I'm tired of feeling helpless.
We got one more night of it, and then...
All right, and then I have to walk, which is going to suck because my knee's hurting. But yeah, I'm a stubborn asshole. I'll power through it. And then we still got to go do stuff in LA for a day.
5 minutes later.
It's all blue.
Blue. I'm blue. Da-boo-dee-da-ba-doo. Okay, well, I guess we're not blue anymore. No. We have been seated at our table at the Wake, and we've got this beautiful bread here. Looks like there's some nice finishing salt on there. And it's served with a herb butter that is solid. Okay, so that's one critique. I normally like it when they serve a butter that's already a little pre-softened. But the bread's nice and hot, so it should melt pretty immediately. We have ordered so much food. I have no idea how we're going to eat it all, but I'm very excited to try. Let's give it a bite. That bread is delightful. It is chewy, yeasty, fluffy, really good strong flavor to it. And the butter is fantastic, creamy and herby. This is a good little, complimentary bread service.
All right, let's try this bread here. The bread is amazing. It's got the little finishing salt on the top. But what I really love is this herb butter. I have no complaints.
No complaints. Means you need a drink.
I did. Sip of water.
Sip of water.
So I needed something a little non-alcoholic, and I know that a lot of you also asked for non-alcoholic or mocktails. So I went with the Shirley Rogers, which is basically going to be a crossbreed between Shirley Temple and Roy Rogers. The Shirley Rogers is going to be served on the rocks with Fever Tree ginger beer, sparkling water, lime juice, and grenadine.
If he didn't order it, I was going to order it because I'm also burned out on the alcohol by this point.
Well, let's see if it tap dances its way into my heart.
Right. Tappa.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I can imagine. Can I try a sip at least?
Yes, try a sip at least.
Okay.
You know what that reminds me of?
So good.
So good, yes. So we used to have a chain of Marie Callender's growing up in Southern California, and they would always make this Shirley Temple or a Roy Rogers from the bar. And it's kind of now like having the best of both worlds. And since we are at a nice steakhouse, for a mocktail option, this isn't really a bad way to go.
Right, not at all.
So good.
So I've gone with a cocktail since he went with the mocktail, and we can't show you the same thing. So I've gone with a Greyhound tonight. This is one that I don't normally see on a cocktail menu, but I love a Greyhound, and I haven't had one in a while. Now this is going to be Plymouth gin and grapefruit juice, served with a lime wedge on the rocks in a Collins glass. Let's give it a taste. Exactly what I expect in a Greyhound. You get the gin, you get the grapefruit, you get the little spritz of lime. It's refreshing and delicious, but not too sweet. The grapefruit adds a nice kind of bitterness to it. I like a Greyhound.
All right, so our starters have come out, and I decided to start with the hamachi crudo, which is going to include pickled rhubarb, hibiscus, and basil. Looks delicious. Let's go ahead and grab a bite here. Oh, because of the cut on it and how thinly sliced it is, it's velvety, it melts in your mouth. It's like having a little bit of your raw fish that just melts away.
Oh, that's super thin.
Super thin.
That's like razor thin.
Yeah. Which is why I said, like, it melts in your mouth. Like, I've never had hamachi crudo this way.
Oh, you're right. It's absolutely.
It's velvety and it just melts in your mouth.
It's like a ribbon of hamachi. All right, so for the starter that Paul can't eat, I went with the clam chowder, which I had the other day at brunch, and it was delightful. Now, their clam chowder is going to be made with clams, shrimp, bacon, and potatoes. It's a small portion, but it's super creamy. We had a little fresh cracked black pepper, because frankly, I always think that clam chowder needs a little fresh cracked black pepper. This is honestly a really good clam chowder, and I could really just eat this for dinner. Just give me like 3 to 5 bowls of this. Just as good as I remember. It's creamy, it's velvety, it's got a great clam. It's got a great clam flavor. What is this, fallout? It's got a great clam flavor. The potatoes are like al dente. There's still a good little bit of chew to them. They're not complete mush. The bacon adds a little bit of saltiness to it. This is a good clam chowder. Now, next up, as I mentioned, we got 3 starters. Our last one that we're going to share is a very classic starter for a upscale steakhouse, and that's going to be bone marrow. You get 1 giant marrow bone here, served with 2 big, thick slices of toast. I'm going to grab 1 toast, and I'm just going to go split that right down the middle, dig out all that marrow, on my side anyway. We'll put that right on to the toast, and I'll leave the other half for Paul. And honestly, it's one of those things that, like, you always see it at high-end restaurants, but it's really easy to do at home. And most Whole Foods will sell you marrow bones. Anyway, now that I'm all spread here, the marrow's cooked perfectly, has wonderful flavor, seasoned well. The toast is awful. It's way too thick. It's way too dry. It's way too crunchy. I'm glad I caught that immediately because, like, honestly, I feel like you could break a tooth. It makes it, unfortunately, really unpleasant. It's like biting into like a dry, one of the giant shredded wheats, like without milk. The bone marrow itself, though, delicious. It's meat butter. It's fantastic.
Let's give this a bite. I'm going to say, as far as the marrow is great. I love the marrow. I think the bread might be a little on the toastier side. And it might need a smaller bread, like a crostini. A crostini would probably be a little bit better for this dish.
There's not enough marrow served with it to justify bread this thick.
No, and I'm debating pouring the chimichurri onto it to soften the bread. But yeah, overall, I'm still enjoying my time here. I'm still enjoying the wait so far.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens when the mains come out. And our main courses have arrived. Now, since the wake is a steakhouse, we decided to start with some steak. Now, I went with the filet mignon because after eating so much today, I wanted something a little bit smaller. I don't normally go for a filet, but it just felt right. Now, we also had them bring out each steak sauce here. So you have an American-style steak sauce, a tarragon salsa verde, a romesco, and a bone marrow béarnaise. We're going to start with an au naturel, perfect rare. One critique that I do have, I do feel that maybe some salt could be
beneficial,
or maybe something could be done to season the meat beforehand. The steak itself is great though. It's a great quality steak. However, that's what the sauces are for.
And the thing is, none of the restaurants put salt and pepper on the table, which normally is a good sign.
Let's see if the sauces will jazz it up. Now I'm gonna go here for the salsa verde. Should be made with tarragon. It looks kind of more like a chimichurri. Let's give it a bite.
I mean, a salsa verde, let me rephrase that. A not Mexican salsa verde generally looks like a chimichurri.
It's similar to a chimichurri, just without the crushed red pepper to give it that bite. I'm just gonna dip it in the romesco here. The romesco definitely brightens it up. I do think you are going to need to rely on the sauces to go with your steak. I mean, overall, the steak itself isn't bad. It just needs some seasoning.
I've gone with a New York strip tonight. Now, they do serve it with some roasted garlic here, which I've actually gone ahead and spread a little bit of that on one side, but I'd say that's a solid medium rare.
Solid medium rare.
Yeah, no complaints. That's gonna be a thing from now on. All right, let's try the ungarlic side here. Tender, delicious. Good, good meaty flavor to it. But I agree with Paul. It could definitely stand some more salt. It has been salted. But the thing with beef, you need to salt it like you mean it. Season it like you mean it. And that's something that I've learned working in kitchens, working in barbecue. And I feel like Virgin doesn't quite get that, sadly. Now I'm gonna try the bone marrow béarnaise here. A nice rich, creamy béarnaise.
It does look good.
It's okay. I'm not getting much bone marrow flavor to it. It just tastes like a béarnaise. I'm gonna try a little bit of the American style steak sauce. Looks something very akin to like a Heinz 57. It tastes akin to a Heinz 57, but don't get me wrong, better. It's actually pretty good. It's sweet though, so if you don't like a sweeter sauce, that's not gonna be for you. Now let's talk about sides. We got some tasty fries here. Big, thick, crispy, well-seasoned fries. So let's stick this into a little ketchup, because I'm a slut for ketchup with French fries. Yeah, look at that fry. That's a good fluffy inside. It's super crunchy and crispy on the outside. This is a well-done fry. It's really well seasoned too. All right, for our other side, we've got a brown butter roasted mushrooms. I love mushrooms, as my side at a steakhouse. It's usually my go-to. So it's a relatively small portion here, so it's, but actually everything's kind of come in small portions, which I'm not angry at because we've been eating it all day.
I think they also know that you're going to be eating all day, and they keep the portions in line.
They taste like roasted mushrooms. I'm not getting much brown butter, but it tastes like any other roasted mushroom or sauteed mushroom even. Guys, we're gonna try and eat as much of this as possible, and hopefully even save some room for dessert this time. It is the last night after all. We should probably get some dessert. All right, somehow we've done the impossible and saved room for dessert. I'm sure we're gonna come to regret this later, but in the meantime, I've got the Meyer lemon cheesecake. Now, this is going to be, of course, a Meyer lemon flavored cheesecake served with a blackberry compote and cinnamon cookie crumble. Now, this looks more like just straight up blackberries to me, but yeah, whatever. I see the cinnamon cookie crumble. Let's go in for the cheesecake, though. It's like shaped like a cute little Meyer lemon. It's very firm. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Let's try this Meyer lemon cheesecake. The shell itself has a Meyer lemon flavor. The cream cheese filling inside is also Meyer lemon flavored. It's subtle, but just enough.
Now, I went with a quintessential steakhouse classic.
Yeah.
That is going to be a baked Alaska. Now, your baked Alaska is going to consist of pistachio ice cream, hazelnut sponge cake, and toasted meringue. The little pistachio ice cream, it looks like it's been torched on the outside, so give this a bite. Oh.
Is it as good as it looks?
It's as good as it looks. I see you, Virgin. You also got your little bit of red cherries on the bottom.
Ooh.
Little bits of nuts. Kind of reminds me of some of the things I do kind of like about spumoni ice cream almost, because the pistachio, the cherry.
I love a spumoni.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find spumoni.
It really is so hard to find spumoni. But It's got all the elements there, or most of the elements, but it's delicious. Now we're gonna finish off our desserts, and then we'll be back to you with whatever happens next.
Later that night.
Well, that was a lovely dinner.
It was a lovely dinner. I'm glad we could end our cruise with the wake. As I mentioned earlier, we like to do a steakhouse on the very last night of any cruise. And all in all, I thought the wake was pretty enjoyable. We had some minor critiques, but we've had minor critiques with everything. And that's really, why we do these videos, because we want to give you our honest opinions and let you know what to expect on your own Virgin Voyage or Las Vegas experience or what have you. So that's the purpose of this channel. Overall, I had a good time. I'm sad that the cruise is over, that we'll be returning to Los Angeles tomorrow morning. It's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet.
Definitely. I'm sad that the cruise is over. But I am going to also not be sad that, I'm not on a rocking ship that's
I was about to say,
me feel all seasick.
I was about to say, I bet you're looking forward to not being seasick.
I mean, that is actually a plus.
Yeah. I'm done with living on antacids and Pepto-Bismol. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a booze cruise, but we had some tasty drinks. We ate a lot of tasty food. We met some fun people, had some great conversations. The staff was super friendly. What we're gonna do for our day in LA before we fly home, that remains to be seen, but I'm a stubborn guy, I'm gonna suffer through it. So we're also gonna have a couple videos coming from LA, barring unforeseen circumstances. But guys, if you've enjoyed this series on the Brilliant Lady, Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady, please let us know in the comments. Let us know if you want to see more cruising on this channel, as well as hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
If you like cruises, it just gives us more reason to book another cruise.
Right. And if you like Las Vegas, we got plenty of that on this channel too. We have 2.5 years worth of Las Vegas content, hotel reviews, attraction reviews, restaurant reviews, and so much more. So if you're new to the channel, why don't you check out some of our other stuff too? Because I know that fans of Las Vegas and fans of cruising, there's a big overlap in that Venn diagram right there. We hope that you guys have a great one. Thank you for all your love and support. We appreciate you. We love you. You folks are the stars of the show and the reason that we keep making videos. So until next time, toodles.